Saga on the beat. It's showtime. Welcome to the show. Are you ready?
Give me some, give me. Give me some, give me.
Is that free smoke I see?
Give me some, give me. Give me some, give me some, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me.
CJ on 32s and you rocking out with
The life of Jerry Bear, man.
The real Nova 797.
TK's Garage.
You doing a budget, man? You rock with me, you need to rock with free smoke, baby.
Mess with free smoke heavy.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy CashApp.
Beauty 392B.
Make sure y'all doing a free smoke. Hey, man, say, man, hey, man, the boy, man, rep for real, man.
Free smoke, free smoke.
Hey, free smoke, free smoke. And you're watching Free Smoke.
Now you're watching Free Smoke.
Free smoke, free smoke, free smoke.
Free smoke.
Rocking with free smoke, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. Yeah.
To the latest podcast on YouTube, Free Smoke.
Make sure y'all tune in to the Free Smoke family,
Free
man.
Smoke. Yeah!
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? We in the building. What's going on, man? Welcome back to another video, man. It's your boy FaTKaT. We got Modern Day Muscle Garage.
What's going on, guys?
Unfortunately, is not with us tonight, man. As y'all know, during the weekdays, man, you know what I'm saying? He works overnight, so it's all good, man. He's on the road right now. So drive safe, brother. I did see you already in the comment section. It's all good, man. Hopefully you're driving safe out there, man. Be safe. You know what I'm saying? Get home to the family, you know what I'm saying, afterwards, man. But yo, so it's me and Modern Day Muscle holding it down today. You know, we got a special one coming for y'all, man. No, you know what I'm saying? Yo, normally, you know what I'm saying, we're going a little bit earlier, but of course, man, you know, we got some special guests, so we had to make a special accommodation today, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all already know, man, y'all seen the thumbnail, y'all seen the title, y'all know what it is. Big heavyweights, you know what I'm saying, on the West Coast. So, of course, man, again, we had to accommodate them because y'all know they busy. They got things going on all day, man, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying, we gotta wait till they settle everything down, you know what I'm saying, so we can get a little bit of time with them, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. If we got to do the show at 1 o'clock in the morning, East Coast, we'll do it at 1 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter, man. Whatever it takes. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you got some, you know what I'm saying, some brass in the building. That's definitely what we got tonight. You know what I'm saying? So, yo, hey, man, but yo, we see everybody in the building, man. Yo, real quick, man. Yo, Modern Day Muscle, go ahead and pull up that merch real quick, man. Yo, we got the Free Smoke official merch already available in Free Smoke Apparel. Make sure y'all go check that out, man. We got all kind of shirts available, man. Colors, sizes from extra small to 5X, man, from the compact car to the big body. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you got, we got it for you. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all go check that out, man. Rock out with that. freesmokeofficial.com. It's on the little you know, scroller thing on the bottom, man. You always see everybody in here, man. I'm not gonna call everybody out I'm gonna put you guys up on the screen, but I'm not gonna call everybody out because we don't want our guests to be waiting in the background for too long. So let's go ahead, man. Without further ado, man. Hey, oh man, this is exciting. We already had one half of this power couple on not too long ago, and it's just exciting to now have them back as a unit. You know what I'm saying? Together, man. This is so dope, man. Like we would have never thought that we would have been at this, you know what I'm saying, stage of the game and having, you know, honorary guests and big time guests like this in such a short period of time, man. So we've been nothing but blessed, man. We're very thankful. And yo, man, we are super excited. So as we bring them in, hey, I need everybody to put your hands together. Not only put your hands together, but yo, I need them, wherever you at in the United States, I need them to hear you right now and sing. It ain't nothing but a G-Love, baby. There we go.
Let's crack it.
Ain't nothing but
Welcome,
baby.
Yo, welcome. Yo, when I say I am super excited, man, I am super excited to have you guys on, man. We appreciate it. It's an honor to have you guys on. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we know that you guys got a busy schedule, so to take even just 5 minutes out of your time, man, to come on to our platform, extremely thankful. And we feel so blessed and humbled, you know what I'm saying? So we greatly appreciate that. Yeah, no doubt, of course. So hold on, let me go ahead and fix this up real quick so we make sure we're looking all nice and proper. There we go. Boom. You know what I'm saying? We got the you know what I'm saying, the logos and everything up now. Yo, we see everybody in the building, though, man. Left the two guns, Generals, of course, man. Henry Life 44, we see you. You know what I'm saying? Carlos de Jesus, big deal. Rail to Rail in the building, and we see you in the building. What's going on, sir? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you coming through, man. Fade the Black, Lolo Reed, man. Everybody. Jeez. Jonathan Ellis already with the phone. Oh, yeah, we haven't got into it. We got the 499 super chat. We greatly appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Greatly appreciate you. D nice, man. Like I said, I'm going to put putting y'all comments up all night, man. But yo, we definitely want to, you know, have as much time with the guests. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. Hey, without further ado, man, like we do with all of all our guests, man. The first question, without giving them too much, just a brief overview because we got a lot of things we want to get into tonight. Who is and what is Love and Slim?
Love and Slim, we're just two regular people who are in love, who love to broadcast our love. We love to have fun. We're best friends, and we just like to showcase that. We like to showcase Black, beautiful love through our YouTube, through our Instagram, just to the world. And yeah, we're just two regular people in love.
100%.
That's what's up. That's what's up right there. I love that. I love that answer, actually.
Definitely, man. Like I said, we definitely see that it radiates through the, you know what I'm saying, through the screen, through y'all videos, man. So we definitely can see that. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You guys ain't just saying that. Is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like we can tell that's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yo, again, we got to get straight into it, man. We ain't got no time to waste. So yo, Jasmine, I got a question for you.
All right, let's go.
Miss Barrett. I could call you Mrs. Barrett now.
Mrs. Barrett.
You know what I'm saying? But before you were Mrs. Barrett, when you was just Jasmine or you know what I'm saying, a Jasmine Love in that gym, what happened that made you shoot your shot? Off the rip, we got to go ahead and get there straight first.
Okay, so I had moved into this new apartment building, and I just went to the gym one day, just randomly, and I seen Mr. Corey here. And so before I met Corey, I was not hip to YouTube at all because I was only doing Instagram and Facebook. So any creators on YouTube, I had no idea who they were because that just wasn't my platform of choice. So when I seen him, I didn't know who he was. I was just like, ooh, he fine, you know. So I didn't say anything because, you know, ultimately shy, just, you know, looking on the corner of my eyes. And when I went home, my brother was in town that week, and my brother, he was into YouTube, so he knew exactly when I described him. I was like, "Where's this guy in the building?" And mind you, the building had only been open; it was a brand new apartment complex, so he had only been there for they had just opened it. So I knew he couldn't have been there long. So I was describing it to my brother, and my brother knew exactly who he was. And I don't know, I just was like, I'm gonna do it. I don't know really what came over me because I've never done it before. So I was like, I'm gonna just try something different and just see what happens. You know, at the end of the day, I mean, at least I'll know someone at the complex if, you know, if things didn't go how I expected. And yeah, I just did it. I just winged it. And it was the best thing I could have done in my life. So I'll take it.
Ain't that crazy, man? I mean, just everybody just apply that to your life in general, where you might be thinking something that you've never done before, where you might be like, man, should I do it? Should I not do it? You know what? I'm just gonna do it. What do I got to lose, man? Look at that, right, man. That's crazy. That's crazy that it all worked out like that. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, now we're gonna shoot it over to Slim. Now, Slim. Slim. Now I know from experience that you don't really check your DMs like that. You know what I'm saying? It's all good.
Far in between, brother.
Nah, but we understand, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of things going on, you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure the DMs be flooded, you know what I'm saying? Especially, you know what I'm saying, back during that time. So, but we understand that you don't check it regularly, man. But when you did check it and you see, you know what I'm saying, that DM come across, man, what was your first initial thoughts?
That she fine and funny. You know what I mean? So I was like, she fine, she black, she funny. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, it was just everything. You know, everything that y'all see when y'all click her IG, that's what I seen. You know what I'm saying? Is keep it as transparent as possible. You know, like if you just on Instagram, your first thoughts when you click on somebody's page with anything, like, you know what I'm saying? That's whatever y'all first thoughts were when y'all clicked it out. My first thoughts probably times 10. You know what I'm saying? Because she's like a perfect match for me. So
exactly, yeah, we could definitely see that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all literally, I just seen the video. Like I said, we're gonna get into all that, but I literally just seen that video. The one, was it the last one or maybe the last one before that?
Yeah.
But anyway, but you.
Shan, I gotta say how she said that was her best thing she could have ever done. That was the best thing that could have ever happened to me too. Go ahead.
Wow. Well, I mean, like I said, I don't know if you mentioned it in the last video or the video previous to that. I forget which one, but I know you were kind of explaining that, you know what I'm saying, you guys are like soulmates, how she was your soulmate. And then, like I said, it's crazy that, like I said, it literally radiates through the screen, you know what I'm saying? Like, at least to me it does. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it looks to everybody else, but to me, you could definitely tell that it's not forced, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can see that things are forced and this and that and third. And you can tell you guys are just natural, you know what I'm saying, just naturally being around each other and you're just documenting it. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys were explaining actually in your last video where, you know, we live our life and we just share it with y'all. We're not doing things to make content for y'all. It's just our life and we sharing it with y'all, period. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely dope.
Videos and put it on YouTube. We're not YouTubers.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's definitely dope. I need to ask this real quick. But you know, getting into the whole social media thing and all that, what would you say makes like your relationship or like your success as a YouTube couple work on social media, if that makes sense?
What? So ask question again.
So like what would you say is like the biggest formula like for you guys as a social media couple, right? And your success on social media? Like what would you say is the biggest ingredient for you guys, you know what I'm saying, for your success as a YouTube couple on social media?
Well, I would say our friendship. I think the only way it can show like how much we are in love is that because we actually are, and we're actually friends first. So I feel like, I feel like I was going somewhere with it, but
it's tough. Like I feel like where she'll say friendship, I would say friendship for sure. I say transparency. I would say communication. You know, like that's where like we excel the most at. You know, like we're able to be vulnerable with one another. You know, like I came in right through the door. Like, you know, I feel like a lot of people, and I feel like everybody fell victim to that somewhere in their life between childhood to adulthood. You know, portraying what you want to be versus being what you actually are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When we met each other, we both came into the door like saying, listen, here's what I am. Here's my strengths. Here's my weaknesses. You know, here's the things I'm most confident about. Here's the things I'm most insecure about. You know, and like being transparent with each other and communicating with one another. And then, you know, we already had the instant chemistry of meeting each other. Like she has a big personality. I have a big personality, you know, and then like, so that was like a mesh already right there. But then, you know, there was so many other contributing factors too. You know, like I'm filled with substance. She's filled with substance. She comes from substance, you know, like, so it's like they're all chemistry things. And then you add on top of that we could be super communicative with one another. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if she was to ever do something that I really didn't like, I would say, hey, I don't like that. And she'd be like, okay, well, how can I do it better next time? I didn't know that. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or and vice versa, if I did something she really didn't like, or something kind of was like a cautionary flag to her at the beginning, she would throw it out there and say, hey, you did this, but I don't know if that's what you remember this, or, you know what I'm saying? And then we would have a conversation, you know? Shout out to my brother, like Jamie Bear. Yeah, like,
shout out to like Jamie Bear.
Transparency, that level of communication, also that friendship. That's what I would say is one of the key contributing factors. I'm not you all right over there, brother? All right, brother.
Whoa. Hey. Yeah, hold on. We're gonna you all right? Yeah, we'll let him. He got up, man. Yeah, he got up, man. He should be all right. He got up, man. He's probably gonna go take care of it real quick. Woo! Hey.
Right.
Woo!
Yeah,
hey, hopefully
I would say that's like our biggest thing, though. Like not just in a relationship at home, but like also to be able to have that. Like you don't see that on social media. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So all those things that I mentioned, all the things that she mentioned, you don't see those. It's very rare and far in between. You know, the relationships that you see on social media, and that's why we were adamant in saying that in the video where we were explaining, are we having a baby right now or not? You know, we were adamant in explaining that to people because, yeah, we're a relationship that does social media, you know, but it's not like a lot of people get together and their social media and then their relationship takes a back burner to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? And that makes 100% sense. And that kind of, you know, goes into what I was going to, you kind of already answered a little bit, but, you know, the next question was going to be like, what kind of, you know, what advice would you give to like other YouTube couples, right? Like couples on YouTube, you know, saying that, you know, about having their whole personal life displayed and things like that for the world to see. So, yeah, alive, right? Oh, he's still on mute.
Yeah, I'm good.
You all right?
Yeah. Long day.
Oh, that Christian days, bro. That's why you was in there in the back. He did put down like this.
No, man.
You know you gotta bring some type of comedy into any type of life.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
That's funny. Oh man. Oh no. You good? I just had a long day and I was drinking and I was breathing and drinking at the same time. Yeah. So I seen somebody said it in the comments. I was looking for the camera off button because I really thought I was like choking to get up, right? So yeah, that's what happened, yo. It made me cry and everything, man.
Hey, brother, I'm just glad you're all right, brother.
Yeah. I'm good, man. I'm good.
I'm about to call 911, brother. I got the phone.
Yeah.
Hey, we glad you're okay, man. We're glad you're still with us. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Hey, and just speaking of that real quick, my bad, man. Hey, to Garage Driven, brother, listen, I know you in the chat, man. Listen, the last time he was able to be here when I hopped on, he was able to be here for Love and Slim. So I know Garage Driven wanted to be tapped in, man. So I'm sorry you couldn't be here, Champagne.
Hey, listen, yo, he was literally like, damn, you know what I'm saying, that he wasn't gonna be able to make it. Honestly, you know, if you remember correctly, man, I was trying to push for the, you know what I'm saying, that Sunday show. But that's the reason why, because we know that Garage Driven on the weekdays is really hard for him because, you know, he works overnight during the week. So, you know, but it's all good, man.
As everything manifests behind the scenes and then the curtains start to open up, y'all start to see why we so tired of and so busy and why we ain't able to push as much as we want to push. You know what I'm saying? It all come to light shortly.
No, yeah, but again, it's all good, man. Like I said, we gonna make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we wish we could all be here, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? We all blessed to be here regardless, man. He blessed. You know what I'm saying? He's in the comment section, so you know what I'm saying? We good. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he's here, man. He free smoke, and he, you know what I'm saying? He's still here with us. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So, like I said, you guys kind of answered a little bit, man. But I just wanted to see maybe you guys could go kind of a little bit more in depth, man. Like, what kind of advice would y'all have for like other YouTube couples? You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know what I'm saying, coming up in the game or things like that. You know what I'm saying, about having their personal life displayed. You know what I'm saying, for the world to see. You know what I'm saying, as a couple's channel. Like, what would be your best advice for them?
I would definitely say don't put everything out there. I mean, keep something for you and your spouse. You know, I mean, we show the world a lot, but we definitely keep certain things to us. Like we have like our rituals, like our certain days where it's just us. You know, we're not recording. Certain days out of the week where it's just me and him. We don't devote our whole life to social media. So I would definitely advise like other couples, like to make sure you don't put like YouTube first, where it's like you can't even go nowhere without thinking of, oh my gosh, we should record this. Like let there be days like we go out on dates and it's not for everyone to see. It's just times where it's just me and him. You know, I say devote that special time to your spouse and not just social media. Like, not everybody has to see everything that you do.
I agree with that.
100%.
That definitely makes
The best
perfect
advice
sense.
to kind of just piggyback with my wife, I'd say that, and then also like have a balance, right?
Yeah.
Like the balance is everything. You know, like it's good to work, it's good to grind. I'm all about the grind on stuff. Y'all know that's my motto. You know what I'm saying? But it's also like, in some sense, like you can grind. So many people think that like if you're not putting out a video, you're not grinding, right? But you're grinding in different ways. So even if you're not putting out a video, you're grinding with the next plan, or you're sitting there, even if you're eating some food, you're thinking about your next move and trying to make it your best move. Like that's all grinding. The grind switch, the reason why I say the grind don't stop and it can't stop is because if you ever want to be great, there's no way that you can ever stop grinding, because real bosses, there's really no days off. Now, if you work a job, like if you work a 9 to 5, you have a time you work, you have a time that you're off work. And then once you punch that clock in and you punch that clock out, there's no more thoughts that have to go into that. You know what I'm saying? But if you're trying to be a boss, you're trying to be a real entrepreneur, you're trying to really go for greatness, there is no off time. You know what I mean? Like you're always thinking. So balance is mandatory, because if you don't, and I talked about this with y'all in my interview that I just did individually with y'all, if you don't have that balance, you'll lose your fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll put your worth into what people give or dictate off of social media. You see what I'm saying? And that's cool when it's up. But what about when it's down? Because social media is like stock. You know, there's moments where it's shooting up. It don't look like it's ever going to slow down. But then it slows down. And then guess what? On the time where it's slow, you get better, it's going to go back up. And on the time where it's up, you get better, it's going to go back down. It's just a never-ending emotional roller coaster till the day you die. So the balance is important, because if you don't have that, you know what I'm saying, like in your grind or in your craft or what you're trying to do in your vision, then you're definitely not going to be able to have that in your relationship. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Jazz said, everything y'all do, every time y'all step out is all about the video, all about this, all about that. Then you're really putting down, because that's for people, right? That's for your supporters, right? And if you're being real like us, then it's not very costly as far as making the content, because you don't have to put on a mask, right? But it's still draining, because you got to put in a lot of energy into it. Then you got the energy, then you got the editing. You know what I'm saying? So it's your real personality, but it's magnified when you're on video. So it's like a highlight reel, right? When you watch basketball, nobody shows LeBron, you know, doing a crossover and the ball flies and hits his foot and goes out of bounds. Nobody shows like the dunks that are missed. Nobody shows all the things that aren't highlight worthy. So when they make a highlight reel, it's the best, right? And that's what YouTube videos are, nothing more, nothing less. So if you don't have balance, then how are you going to be able to, you know, come home and perfect the other things if this is your only sole priority? You know what I'm saying? So I would say that balance is very important. That's the biggest thing. Don't let it consume you. That's why I don't see my Instagram DMs the way I should. There is times when I do, you know, but it has to be times like, for instance, like when she hit my DM. It has to be, and that's kind of like God's divine delay too, because it wasn't meant for me to consume all the Instagram messages and everything. He knows if I had enough hours a day, I would. But the thing was, is like, it just so happened when I checked, I got done early. I made all my content that day. I got my workout in that day. I got my meal prep ate that day. And then next thing you know, I was done early. And so I had like an hour or two before I would usually punch the clock, go to sleep, and then restart the grind. You know what I'm saying? To fuel that grind. And since I had a little downtime, I said, let me just go on Instagram. And I just happened to click request and was like, let me see what's going on in here. You know what I'm saying? And then I just your message, it was right on top of the haystack. So it wasn't, had it been like 3 passes down, I would have never seen it. And that's just God's divine order. You know what I'm saying? It's right at the top. So I said, oh, who's this? And then she's verified. So it was not only at the top, but it's right, it's like, there's a blue badge and it's right at the top. So it stood out to me immediately. So let me see. Boom. So I look and I'm like, damn, she fine. You know, she funny. She does what I do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's also important to have that in the relationship too, for social media people too. It's like, you can be in a social media relationship, but do y'all have the same interests? Do you have the same goals? Do you got the same work ethic? Do you got the same aspirations? Any of these things? Do you have the same dog, the same consistency? Do you have the same parental beliefs? You know what I'm saying? And what you want to implement in your child? Like, there's a lot of things that go into that. So I think that transparency is very good to have along with the balance.
Man, that's big, big time gems right there. Drop. You know what I'm saying? For everybody out there who probably hasn't found that one yet, man, he just dropped a lot right there, man. And you know what I'm saying? Things that and qualities and things that you might be looking for when that comes, whether it's on social media or not social media or whatever it is, just in life in general, when you're looking, you know what I'm saying? Or not when you're looking, but when that person comes across, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. Yo, hold on. Let me get to this real quick. Yo, Brian Mack, $30.99 super chat. We greatly appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Brian Mack, like watching Love and Slim. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's dope, man. And I guess, again, you kind of answered it already. But what I was going to get into after that, like I said, you guys pretty much already answered it, was, you know what I'm saying? Because both of you guys have big presence on social media individually. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Jasmine, you know what I'm saying, on the IG, and you know, you doing the YouTube thing, and then you guys came together. So for all those different things going on, like I said, you guys kind of already answered it, but you know what I'm saying, like I was gonna ask, like, what's like the most sane way, or what is the best way that you guys kind of keep, you know, your personal life, make sure it doesn't get neglected. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I think you guys kind of answered that, where you know, you guys just make sure you guys take time away from the creating and everything else, right?
Sorry to interrupt too, FaTKaT. That's another subcategory of what I was pretty much just saying to you a little bit ago too. It's like what you do for social media, that's for the people. That's genuinely 100% lead you and y'all couple. It should be anyway. There's a lot of people where it's not like that, but it should be. And for us, it is that way. But what also, that's just for the people. But there's still like things that me as a human, as a man, there's things like once my grind is done that I still want or need from my woman, right? When I'm done, right? Just like I'll go home. You know what I'm saying? There's things that you want and need from your woman, right? Anybody out there. And on the flip side of it too, there's also things that she wants and needs from me. So if all we're doing for social media, and this is another advice gem for the people out there that's doing social media relationships, you know, you gotta also, in there, put it out there for social media. You gotta understand, like, if you tie yourself to just for the people, then you're neglecting who you two are as a people, individually and together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I feel like if you're constantly like doing it for show and for the people, it's like, we don't have nothing to talk about. I feel like it's going to be instantly like, oh, let's do it for the camera, let's do it for this, and then I feel like you lose yourself as a couple and as a, you know, in a relationship. So to answer your question, FaTKaT, I know, like, on a daily basis, we work, we do our videos, he does his thing, I do my thing, but at the end of the day, like, after like 7 o'clock, that's it. It's usually, it could be 5 o'clock, it don't even matter, it just depends on our day. Like, at the end of the day, we always discuss our day, if we're not together during the whole day, but we discuss our day. When we're in bed, we talk about what we doing the next day, like what's on the agenda for the week. Like, we sit down and we talk about everything, whether it's the day and that's just like our time to have. We have movie night. We have the days where we just go out and do our own thing, leave the camera at home. So,
or we'll tell each other, like, hey, listen, I know you're supposed to go do this today,
yeah,
but I want to just spend time with you today. You know, like, and then we'll both, when it comes to that, like, you know, we'll cancel whatever we got going on. If my wife is saying she need me, or she's, you know, or vice versa, we just dead everything. You know, you need me, you want to be here, you want to chill, that's it, say less. The reason don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? And that also goes back to what I was saying before, is balance. Like, you got to think, when we started our channel together, like, this wasn't something like, I know it's turned into its own entity, and the biggest thing that either one of us could have honestly ever done, but it was kind of accidental, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was kind of crazy. It's just God's plan that it worked out that way. But we started our channel together just like as like a bonus kind of channel.
Yeah,
it wasn't like
it's our bonus channel.
Yeah, like when we want to do something, we do it, you know. But it wasn't like we was like, hey, we gonna be the couple. We gonna do this. We gonna have a vision to be this and give relationship advice. Like, we didn't start it like that. We just said, listen, let's document what we do, and that's like a bonus thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if there's people that want to tap in with that, cool, it's there. But it wasn't like something that we was like looking to like make money off of, or like, you know what I'm saying? It was just like, you know, she did her thing, and like you said, I did my thing, and then we were together. So we was like, let this be our thing. And then that would just be like bonus content, because at the end of the day, she continued to have to do her grind, and I got to continue to do my grind, because even though we're together, we both have our own separate entities, and we both have our own individual brands. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you'd be doing an injustice to your people individually, you know, on both of platforms and both of our fan bases and both of our supporters, if we didn't continue to do our individual thing. So it's like we'll kind of bring our thing together and then do like a bonus thing like that for people that care.
I still think it's still healthy to, you know, go and pursue your own things while being in a relationship, because you know you guys are growing together, but then also too you guys are working on individual things on your own too. So I always think that's healthy, because the moment I feel like, you know, because there's a lot of relationships that this happens in, and you know they give everything, you know, into the relationship and nothing to themselves, or like you said, there's a balance, and it's like, if that balance isn't met in their relationship, and also like you said, if the relationship is based off of social media, the relationship was never based off of nothing, so it's doomed to fail. You know what I mean? So I definitely like that you guys are preaching that, you know, for the people that are watching. So I definitely appreciate that. Thanks, guys.
For sure, appreciate y'all.
Hey, let me get to these super chats real quick, man. Brian Mack with another $7.99. He said, Slim and Jasmine Love. What? Jasmine Love, would you ever come to Perth, Western Australia? Ooh, international.
I want to go to Australia.
Yeah, we do.
But I'm a felon, and,
Yeah.
and they're like one of the states that they'll be playing from what they show on the internet. So we ain't went there yet, but we'd have been went there.
Yeah, we actually did say we wanted to go out to Australia, and I actually looked it up. And, yeah, that was.
And y'all know I watch animal stuff all the time. There's a lot of stuff out there that can kill you.
I was just about to say, Australia has all the animals that can kill you out there.
Hey, you know what's funny? You don't know this about me, you know what I'm saying? But when you say it all the time, I'll be like, you know, when I watch your videos, I'm an animal guy. If you ask me about pretty much almost any animal, I could probably tell you something about the animal. Like, I'm an animal guy as well. Like, when I was young, that's all I watched. When I was young, it's literally all I watched. Like, you know, other than cartoons and stuff like that or whatever, that I watched animal, like Animal Planet or Discovery, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? National Geographic. Like, it's like literally, I would sit there and watch like lions all day. You know what I'm saying? Meerkat too. Anyway, we get too deep. But yeah, but I'm an animal guy too.
Yeah, I watch it. I still watch it.
I tell him all the time we'll be in bed. I'm like, let me turn on some animal stuff. Now I want to watch it all the time.
It's interesting, man.
But I gotta, because there's a lot of people always ask me like, what is it that I like about animals? I just gotta tell y'all this. This is the reason why I love animals, right? It's like, and I'm a predator animal watcher. Like, I get bored with stuff. If I watch predators with prey, whether it's ocean predators or land predators, right? It's like, that's my thing. That's what I watch. I don't want to just watch bugs though. Sometimes
you don't like wait. You don't like the sky joints? You don't like the birds? You don't like the birds? There's some serious birds out there, man.
Alive. Like, I want to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm with that type of stuff, you know? So it's like, but I'm not just about to watch grasshoppers. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for me, like, I gotta watch like I watch ants if they're like ant killers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta watch stuff like that where something going on. They talk about the colony, the foundations. But this is why I love animals, right? It's because animals are so much more civilized than we give them credit for, right? Like, you know,
they have a code.
They have a code, champ. You see what I'm saying? I love watching it because here's the thing.
And it don't change.
It don't change no matter what. So listen, it is what it is.
No, it can't fuck with a lion. In us as humans, there's people that are leopards. They might be a full-blown killers, psychopath brain person. But you ain't the lion, brother. So you have leopards trying to pretend to be lions. You got cheetahs that know they ain't supposed to fuck with leopards, hyenas, or lions, or tigers, right? But you have a full cheetah. Now, cheetahs are killer now. They predators, right? They want big cats, but they don't be trying to pretend to be a lion or a jaguar, brother. You see what I'm saying? So I love that about animals. Like, and then they know, like, gazelle knows to stay his ass away from here. Damn impala knows to stay away from there. They don't try to blend in with you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't try to be something that they're not. And that's what I love about animals the most. They don't try to be something that they're not. They are what they are. The hands you're dealt with, the hands you're dealt. Be on P's and Q's and grind to the very end. You know what I'm saying?
That's very true, though.
I agree.
All be over.
That's it. Like those stupid ass wildebeest that get in the damn river with the damn crocs in there. Hey, what you doing? Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, but talk. Okay, I have to ask you. You don't watch there's that fly. You don't watch the birds.
Oh, I watch the birds. Eagles, falcons. Man, listen.
I watch everything.
Owls. Listen, I'm with it.
Yo, an owl serious, bro. I ain't messing with no owl, bro. I see an owl, I'm going the other way.
The white owls, you can't even hear them when they coming down the attack.
Yeah.
Their wings don't even make no noise. Like, you got
Grim Reaper.
That's what I'm saying, brother. So it's like I like that about animals. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a code to it, and nobody tries to pretend to be something other than they're not. And that's my personality. I don't try to pretend to be anything that I'm not. If I'm not good at something, I'm gonna say I'm not good at something. If I should do it, hey, I'm not doing that because I ain't like, I ain't able to do this because I ain't doing that because I ain't go to school for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, different things. Like, I have a team of people that I try to fill those subcategories with of my weaknesses of people who are great at those particular strengths. You know what I'm saying? So that's my wife. She the biggest strength.
My husband.
There you go, man. 100%.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Let me read this out. Let me read this out real quick. From Hemi Life. I'm sorry, probably gonna cover you out up a little bit, but we gotta read this, man. $9.99. Yo, Hemi Life said, "I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for you, bro. For real, appreciate you, my guy. Congratulations to both of y'all on all y'all success in marriage. They speaking straight facts too. Shout out to Free Smoke. We appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
Thanks, you, brother, man. I've been seeing what you've been doing for a long time, man. Keep doing it, brother. I see when you linked up with my brother and all that. Makes me legendary content, brother.
Yes,
Keep
sir.
doing it, brother. You on your way too. You know what I'm saying?
And hold on, and we got one more, man, from Jen and Rails, man. Dope couples channel right here as well, man. Love and Slim are a huge inspiration for us. And couples channel, man, like FaTKaT said, the love radiates through their videos, and we love watching Charlotte, North Carolina in the building. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hey, hold on though. Hey, I gotta address something though. Hold on, because where was it at, man? Oh, damn. Oh man, these comments is going so crazy. But anyway, I think it was Rel. Rel said them wild dogs be trying to be like.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
And no. Yeah, big shout out to Rel. But Rel, I'm sorry, bro, but you're wrong. Wild dogs do not try to be like lions, but what they know is strength in numbers. So if I got a team, you know what I'm saying? I got my team behind me. Yo, we could push through anything. You could be one lion, two lions. If I come with 30 of us, you know what I'm saying?
Also, too, what I will say is that I think it depends, right? Because if a dog is, let's just say a camp, a human camp, right? At the end of the day, the dog probably knows it's going to lose, but it's going to stand its ground because its code is to defend what it has no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Even if the fight is lost, you know what I'm saying? That's just a dog mentality. But I don't think a dog would just go and be like, "Oh,
no.
See that
But we talking about no. We're talking about wild dogs.
Wild dogs,
painted dogs in Africa. We're talking about wild dogs.
Wild dogs.
Yeah. Wild dogs. Not your poodle in the crib. You know what I'm saying? Right. We're talking about wild dogs in Africa. So I would say that, but again,
FaTKaT, my bad. So I know we gonna get back to it. Listen, another thing about the wild dogs. Listen, I'm watching about the wild dogs. The wild dogs are crazy, but at the same time, there's compassion with the wild dogs, and that's why I brought up. They never leave their people behind. If they sick, they injured or whatever, they bring food regurgitated for the babies and feed the elderly and the wounded until they fully healed up to get back in to go to war. You know what I'm saying?
Passionate.
Hey, listen, the wild dogs, listen, when they eating something, they devour something, it looks crazy, right? It looks like, damn, man, poor, prey, but at the same time, if you know their backstory, you know what I'm saying, then you know how they move it and they code of conduct, you know what I'm saying? And how they not leaving nobody behind, they taking care of all their people, the elderly, the injured, the pups, everything. So they don't try to be like lions, but they going, if they got to stand up to them, they got to defend themselves. You don't expect them to go into a fetal position. They ready to die by it. Them wild dogs.
Yeah, man. Hey, we're gonna turn into hey, listen. Hey, this is what happened, man. Hey, you started. Hey, you get
I could talk about animals for the rest of the thing.
Hey, listen.
Just about even more because oh my gosh, I know they don't leave nobody behind. All of that.
Tell them about when we was in Dubai. Remember the one thing I was disappointed about when they didn't play the Animal Channel. Remember on my birthday?
Oh my gosh, yeah, we were in Dubai and it was on his birthday, and we were watching this Animal Channel, and it was like coming up next, we got some type of I don't know what it
Predators.
was.
It was something crazy.
Yeah, like something with predators, and he was like, "Oh, babe, we gotta watch this." And we stayed in the room that day, and it was like a show after show after show, and it did not come on.
Because she asked me what I wanted to do for my birthday, and she wasn't feeling good, right? So it's like, I didn't really care. I just wanted to spend time with her. I was there with my soulmate. I'm there. And one of the top of the spots I ever wanted to go to in my life. And my baby, you know what I'm saying, was like, hey, we're going to go out here and I'm going to treat you to this, and we're going to go crazy. And all I wanted to do, the only thing I was looking forward to on my birthday was ain't too many animal documentaries I ain't watched, brother, about some predators. And I hadn't watched this one. So I was like, I want to see it. and they kept clickbaiting me. It never came on.
He was so mad. And to this day, he still talks about it.
I still be like, man, I want to see what that documentary was. Like, I can't.
Wait, hold on, Slid. You wasn't bad about some clickbait, was you?
Oh, hey, listen, brother. I ain't clickbait. It's been at least a year and a half, brother.
Nah, man, I'm just messing with you.
You gotta do what you gotta do, brother.
Hey, you're right about that. That's that live mentality, you know what I'm saying? By any means necessary, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, and die by it. What's up, man? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God. All right, man. Hey, let's move on real quick, man. Good, man. We can sit here and talk about this for 3 hours. You get a couple animal people in the room, man. We can talk about that all night. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
But but yo, let's go to move on real quick, man. So like I said, so we talked about all the you know what I'm saying, the couple things and all that. And like I said, man, I hope a lot of people really took notes because you know what I'm saying. You guys really said some really key key points in there, man, and some gems that everybody could take and just apply to all you know what I'm saying, all their lives. But I want to switch gears just a little bit. Jasmine, this question is for you.
Oh gosh. The way you're laughing, like, what are you?
Hey, I just want to know, how is your love-hate relationship going with any body of water right now?
What?
With anybody who?
Right? But water, body of water. Because we watch your videos. I watch your videos, and it's like, anytime you're around water, it just does not agree with you at all.
Water, though. Ocean water is the main water. So, okay. So there was a time, this is before we started recording. We had Love and Slim. We went to Hawaii. And we went to, it's like I think it's a black sand beach or something where the sand is black. And I went into the water, and ever since then I have just been traumatized. So I've never been big on ocean water because, you know, there's stuff in there and the current, all of that. So I went in there, and the it was just crazy. I ended up getting under the water, and I panicked, and ever since then I've just been anti-ocean water. And he thinks it's funny, and it's not funny, but it is, because he wants me to like overcome this fear, and I am. But it's just ocean water. Now regular water I'm cool with. Lakes. Oh, like I don't deal with no lakes.
See that?
But
it got to be something with chlorine in it.
Yeah.
I'm with you, Jasmine. I ain't jumping in no lake neither.
Yeah.
But hold up, but hold up, Jasmine, before you finish though, because I think we got a couple clips here. So we had to run some clips, man, because we really have to know what happened. So hey, Modern the Muscle Man, if you don't mind, man, let's go to bring up you know what I'm saying, some of these clips. Because really talk us through what was going on here. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
If you let Modern the Muscle give him a minute, bring up that clip.
Put it on you. No, I know. Yep, now lay on your lay.
I was so mad.
There you go. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Come on. You're good. All right, stand up. There's another wave coming. Stand up. All right.
Those people look like
No more. I'm proud of you, baby.
Okay, I literally go the whole thing of water, no lie.
I am so proud of my baby. This is bad. Oh, it is hard to upstage you. Look at my baby. Oh, baby, I am proud of you.
y'all. I was so that day.
Hey, Modern the Muscle, you gotta stop sharing that. There you go. All right. Yeah. Explain to us what happened there, because it did.
Okay.
Yo.
Let me explain. So that was when we went on our right after we got married. And
Pre-honeymoon.
Yeah, pre-honeymoon. And he thought it would be this great idea to go, what is that? Bodyboard? I don't even know what that is. Body surfing.
Yeah.
And at first it took me a long time because I was like, I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. But we had this thing where like we try to do new things with each other. So like if he wants me to do something and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try it, and vice versa, you know. So we try to do new things with each other, and I had never done it before, so I was like, okay, I'll do it. But when I did it, it was just, I don't know. I don't know. It was a hot ass mess. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was a hot mess. Those people were looking at me like I was crazy, and I don't know. But I did it. That's the thing. I did it though.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
It was funny too.
But it was definitely funny. It's definitely a memory that we'll always remember.
It was the face that you made coming out of the water for me. I was like, oh man.
When I hit the water and I felt my legs go up, coming down, in my head, I was like, this really just happened. This is really laid out in the ocean right now, legs up. Like, this really happened. And he's recording. So it's funny now. Even then, it was still funny, but I was like, damn.
But Jasmine, go ahead, Slim.
No, I said afterwards for her, it was the funniest afterwards.
But I'm glad I did it for sure.
But I have to ask you though, because so you said it's only ocean water, but we got another clip.
Oh, was it what?
We got another clip.
I know about to play.
In the pool.
In the pool.
Disney World.
Yup.
Thought these waves were weak, man. You scared us.
Are y'all scared?
Yo. We got helicopters coming to save your life right now. They can feel your anxiety.
Oh, you trying to get me in the death zone? They got a rope. You can't go too far.
No, you go up to the rope though. Come on. Come on.
Hey, wait now.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, what is that? Oh, that's a great. This is too much.
What is wrong with you? Hey, well, you hyperventilating.
All right, okay.
Are you ready? Yeah. All right, let's get up out here. Go to the slide. Come on. You can swim, baby.
All right.
Good job, baby. Bring out them swimming skills. Come on. You got it.
This is a lot harder than you think.
I thought these waves was weak. You ready now?
Hey, I must say this. I have to say this though. You know, I'm gonna say two things. First of all, the thing that's first of all, the music was great. The music was very intense.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So that was like that made the whole scene, right? But I would say this though, like the thing that had me like when I was watching this, the thing that had me like laughing was I was like, you could literally tell like the difference. Like when you start like really like start gulping a little bit of water, like I don't know if you noticed it, but your whole face just changed instantly. You know what I'm saying? You be like, hold on, I'm really in trouble over here. Somebody
But
because he be thinking that, you know, you big 7 foot over here and he just standing still in the water. And I thought it was a wave pool. So when I looked at it from afar, it didn't look as bad. I was like, okay, yeah, let's go in the wave pool. Cool. Well, when you get in there and the waves are just like, and then I think it was like, it went up to 6 feet. I'm 5'8", so I'm already not touching the ground on top of the waves. So I'm like, hey, okay, wait, hold on. I think I need some assistance. And yeah, but it was funny too. That was a really good day.
But I will say this though, and I have to commend. First of all, what up to Stunner Reese in the building? Stunner Reese. Yeah, Rels, I was a little scared for her on this one. But I will say this though, hey Slim, I gotta commend you though, because you literally have like almost like the perfect, when you watch your videos, it's like the perfect amount of humor, the perfect amount of encouragement. You know what I'm saying? The perfect amount of you got it, baby. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? With the subtle laughs in the background. So it's like it's all in between, man. So like I said, it's just great to see that interaction from y'all, man. Where she really be like, "Look, man, I'm swallowing water over here," and you like, "Come on, baby, you got it."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I be trying to do that with Sway too. But you know what I've learned about myself, man, is we both have our strengths and our weaknesses, right? And then we got like the thing that I might be really strong at and thing that she's like semi-strong at. She's strong to like, it just looks like when she's with me that she's like not like, she don't want to go out there and like do some real crazy stuff. But if she was around just a normal person, she would look like, you know, like, hey, come on, you got it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that when she's with me, it looks like, you know, like maybe she's scared. You know, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
I got you.
Yeah, like if I say like, hey, like she be down to ride me with everything, right? And then we get there, then like you, that's what you see on her face, it'll change, right? I always tell her mom and her, they both have this thing that they do with their eyes and their face. Like if you ever see their eye, like they if you pay attention to their eyes and their face, her and their mom, they can't lie to you. Like it's impossible. Like if they not feeling something, you'll see it from their face. Yeah. So
I mean, you know,
in those times that her face changed, like you said.
Hold on.
Hey, if you guys have not watched that, you know, so first of all, if you're not watching Love and Sling for whatever reason, man, you guys, I'm telling you, you guys are missing out on every video is just comedy. From man, my first argument, like I was dying in that video. You know, so when I was in the store, like, like it's just, but again, it's a perfect balance of, you know what I'm saying, seeing a dope couple do their thing, encouragement, you know what I'm saying, words of wisdom, humor, like it's literally just like a perfect flow. Oh, and I will say this too, as a matter of fact, and I gotta commend you. I think I know y'all had this, or actually that's what the argument was about, was who edits who edits the videos and all that, right? Now I do have to take a quick intermission to tell you this though, real quick. You know, my wife, you know, actually it's different than what you guys were saying as far as, you know what I'm saying, both of you guys are social media. My wife is not at all into the social media thing, you know what I'm saying? She's like one track, take care of the kids, she go to work, take care of the kids, take care of the house. Like she's not a big social media person at all. You know what I'm saying? But just the other day, man, I was watching your one of your videos, and you know, your intro, right? And you always talk about what you did the last episode. And she just happened to be, I'm watching whatever. So she overheard it, and she was like, is that that tall guy? You know, and I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, well, that's their couple channel. She goes, why does it sound like a, you know, she's like, man, it sounds like an MTV show. And I was like, I know. I'm like, they really put this together like very well. Like it really looks like a TV show. Like if I turn on the TV, MTV or, you know what I'm saying, whatever, CBS, anything, whatever. Like if I turn on cable TV, like I could see that being a show that's picked up on one of those major networks, and you literally run it like that. So big time props to you. I gotta say that.
Absolutely.
She smoked it.
Thank
you. Definitely smoking the game with that. So big time salute on that. We have to okay. So now I have to ask you something else though. And we got clips for this one too, but it's not about you no more. Jasmine, you off the hook. You off the hook.
Okay, cool.
But I do have.
She was like, "Oh God, again."
I know, again. But I do got to ask you this though: have you guys, and forgive me if I missed this, but have you guys fired the pool guy yet?
Oh, he been out of there. The new pool guy just came today and cleaned it. Actually,
he's way better.
Oh, did he? Hey, listen, we're gonna play this clip as well.
Yeah.
With that one, there was a disaster.
That's hilarious,
man. Let me tell you, first of all, let me tell you that I watched this video. It took me like an hour, maybe 2 hours to watch this video because I kept rewinding because the interaction between the pool guy and Slim. I mean, when I say I was literally in tears, I'm not even playing. I'm not even like just saying that because, you know, I watch. It's one thing about the vocals, right? But I watch like the mannerisms, right? I see when the dude is like talking, I just see like Slim like staring at him like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I could just see like the you know what I'm saying? Like, you just look at him like, what are you talking about? And when he started pointing like to the trees, like you literally just look at the tree, like I don't know what you're talking about, bro. It's just so funny, man. But anyway, let's play this clip. Go ahead, Model Muscle.
I'm about to say, what I saw was I when I watched that video, I put myself as if I was Slim, and I was like, "Yep, that's exactly what I would do." And then when you started to get annoyed, I was like, yeah. I would have been. I'd have been type tight too, because like you were telling him, like in my mind, very clearly, and for whatever reason, he was just circumventing that whole message and just doing what he wanted to do. So I totally get that.
First of all, he killed me because the ducks were in the pool. He was cleaning around the damn ducks. The ducks was like, he didn't even care. And then when he was trying to get him, at him, he was trying to like knock him out. He was like, man,
he looked like he was gonna kill him.
What you got going on in your life?
Oh man, you gonna kill some ducks?
He was like, what you got going on in your life? But you want to kill some ducklings?
Yeah, what they do to anybody, man?
Hey, listen, let's go to roll this clip, man. When I say, I think this was a particular clip, man, that I literally rewound it like 18, it had to be about 18, 19 times. And I was dying laughing because your face and just the manner, just the way that oh my God, it was just, let's watch the clip, y'all, if you haven't seen it. Hilarious.
Okay. Bye.
Stay out of there. Bye.
Still dirty. Yeah, hold on. Still dirty. Look. Still dirty. Too much. What the hell's going on? Still dirty. Look. All the stuff in there. Look.
He's like, damn, I'm trying this nigga. Look at you.
Still got duck shit floating around.
He's done now.
Yeah.
Last time what?
She yelled at his ass.
No, who? Anyway, too much in here. Too much in. Go. I'm not sure. Too much in. Okay. Walk in.
Are you saying the debris from the trees?
Yeah. You're also 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Slap the shit out of niggas for less. It's like the bathroom want to kill the baby ducks and shit. What are you talking about, man? I don't even know what the hell he's saying, but I felt offended because I felt like he was disrespecting me. I just couldn't tell. Slapped the shit out of his ass. He might be a nice
He'll tell you jokes.
Okay. All right, I'm going out. Sorry about it.
Just like go.
Oh God, bro! When I say I rewinded that like 20 times,
are they frozen?
I
no, wait, they're there.
Well, that's all time.
Hey,
That is.
That's what?
This is an all-time classic, man. You know.
Do you guys go back and watch your videos? Like I'm sure y'all watch it once at least, but do y'all go back after that and watch them?
Really rare.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like most of the time, like we watch it, you know, after, you know, and be like, you know, hey, you know, you like this or you cool with this or you know what I'm saying, like something like that, you know. But and the thing is this is the honest truth. The only thing we don't really make no edits on our channel other than dry spots. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the edits that we make isn't like, hey, do you like what you said here, or first what you said here, or maybe we can redo that. We don't do that. It's not like it's not a scripted thing. It's not a TV show. It's a scripted TV show. It's more like we cut out dry spots. So if like Sway is filming from like, you know, 7 in the morning to 7 o'clock at night, you know, obviously there's going to be times where
they freeze.
You know what I'm saying? There's going to be so many other times, so many dry spots. You know, so it's like I said before, and I mentioned, you know, it's a highlight, right? So it's a highlight of that day and what we were doing that day. You know, and then you put it on YouTube, and then that's the videos that people watch. But yeah, so we usually only watch it just to kind of see how it comes together, and then like maybe the following day when we post it, maybe or whatever. But other than that, no, we don't really watch our own videos. So that's why it's pretty funny to see I put it up there like that.
Hey, when I say I watched that particular clip so many damn times, and I was literally crying because just the way he was looking at him, he was looking at the tree when he pointed at the tree, looking back down, looking at him like, bro, what are you talking about? And then Jasmine over here trying to translate.
I'm trying to translate.
Yo, because what I saw when I watched that was the breakdown in communication. I mean, the breakdown of communication was just going downhill, and tall guy's anger was just going uphill, and I was like, oh man, like this is getting bad.
Hey, listen. and then when he said whatever he said at the end, when he said what?
Yeah, I spun off on me like that's like I couldn't understand what he was saying, but then when he spun off on me, I took it like fuck you, get it in blood. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like I didn't like that at the time. I was trying to be cool, but then when he split off and walked off, I said, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Communicating to me in a nice way, but it sure didn't feel like it. You know what I'm saying?
So I felt offended. I don't know what you said, but I felt offended.
Oh, bitch ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell you, like, we was both lost in translation for sure.
I was just trying to translate to make things better because I could see he was getting mad. So I'm trying to like throw stuff in here. Like maybe he's not saying what you think. He's talking about the leaves and the trees.
Because here's how my sense of humor goes, right? Like I think people like whether you watch my channel or you don't, but if you watch my channel, you kind of know, right? So it's like sense of humor for me is always like my coping mechanism. So I laugh at something that I shouldn't even be laughing about, you know, like not even like the Joker first came out, the most recent Joker movie, right? We went to the movies, and you know, I look at things differently than other people. Right, the Joker, you know, he went on there. Robert De Niro was the actor dude. He looked up to him, even though his mom and him weren't in the best of thoughts in the brain. They was kind of a little mentally ill. You know, it was like his dream. He watched him and his mom used to watch the show all the time. So you know, he goes up there. He finally gets onto the show, and the dude's cracking jokes on him, and you know what I'm saying, trying to humiliate him in front of people. And then the Joker just snapped and shot him in the head. Right? You remember that scene?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was like,
yeah.
Scene. Everybody in the movies was like.
Oh my God.
And I just bust out like
he's rolling.
Oh, okay. I'm not the only one. All right, cool.
See what I'm saying? Like I bust out.
I'm over here, mind you. We were.
This was when it first came out.
Yeah.
We were in the movie theater.
And I slowly turned my head to the right, like, why are you laughing? This isn't funny. He just shot the guy.
And then you know she saw me, Jess was like, baby, you sound like a psychopath. Like you gotta stop. Like don't laugh. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's like startled that he got shot. And my first reaction was to bust out dying laughing because the part that's funny to me was that he thought it was a good idea to come up here and humiliate a person who you knew wasn't in their right state of mind. You bullying somebody, you know what I'm saying, that clearly isn't all the way right. And then you know what I'm saying, he pulled out and you thought he was playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? And then he shot you, and it was kind of funny to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so leave me alone.
The joke was on him. Joke was on him.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like. You know, so for me, I think my sense of humor, like in that moment, like I think where most people would be like, oh man, like I think like I laughed through a lot of stuff. So it's like that dude he was really irritating me, right? But I think my personality and my sense of humor is like my coping mechanism. So a lot of times, like a lot of people don't even know this, but like when I was in prison, before I fought people and fought them in my cell, I always laughed. Before then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, oh, come on, man, I'm about to beat the shit out of you, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I'm really mad, like, I laugh. You know what I'm saying? And it is kind of crazy, but I think it's that my sense of humor is like a coping mechanism that's got me through so much that, like, I try to, like, calm myself down by, like, laughing or cracking a joke or, you know what I'm saying? Or I use my sense of humor to, like, throw something out there in a calm way, but I'm really not playing. But I hope you catch it when I say it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's kind of my sense of humor. And that dude was irritating me for sure. And I didn't know, like, what he was really saying. So I feel like I was being patient with him. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like he was being patient with me.
No, he was definitely trying to tell you something. You just couldn't understand it.
Yeah, and I ain't going to be ignorant.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I'm listening real good. And I'm like,
right.
Nope, I don't get it.
That's what I was laughing at.
See? That's
you was really trying to pay attention. So you was trying to catch it. You was trying to catch everything.
It was just going like this.
Oh God, that was hilarious, man.
I'm telling you, that's why you need a better half like Jazz in your life, because I'm telling you, like, there's been so many times where it's like it's like some people too, you gotta understand, like, something. See, she knows. Some people, like, you know, like if you like let's say when people watch my videos, right? people like I am a sense of humor person, right? I do like having fun. I do like cracking jokes, but you know, when people are watching my videos, like if somebody come up to me and then like I don't know you, you ain't really come up to me and communicate that you watch my channel or anything, and then you just come up to me and then just start doing way too much too soon, and I don't know nothing. That shit might catch me off guard. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm a nigga that's also been through a lot in life. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I understand I got this sense of humor. I understand that I can be funny, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also like, hey, move accordingly in the world too, though. We just talked about the jungle, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, facts. Yeah, man. Like I said, man, I 100% agree with, understand that. Everybody's asking if you was tempted to push him in the pool. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, man, I don't know if you guys really understand like how funny y'all are. Like I said, like when y'all just talking, y'all just interacting with each other. I don't know if y'all really understand like the comedic, you know what I'm saying, like tone that you guys have on the videos. Even like Sway was, you know what I'm saying, when Sway told the story about, you know what I'm saying, this the typical story, you know what I'm saying, Mama Duck or Daddy Duck leave, say about to go get some milk, come back, you know what I'm saying, like it just be subtle things, and for me, like the last thing of that particular video, anyway, like I said, every video is funny. But that particular video, like I said, I watched this video so many times, and it took me like 2 hours to get through it, just laughing so hard. But the last thing, and like none of you guys really cracked a smile or anything. I don't know if you heard it, Slim, but Jasmine said it, and she kind of just said it in passing, but like just left it alone. You know what I'm saying? But when you actually went in the water, you caught the ducks in the net. And Jasmine was like, "Man, look at my baby taking some chicken out the grease." You were shaking the ducks.
I was like, "Dang, you look like some chicken coming out the grease." That's what it looked like. But you know, I said it so fast, I'm not sure a lot of people heard it. So.
Oh God! Hey, I recommend you go back and you watch that part of your video. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you caught the duck and then you got it and you shook it. Hey, she was like, "Man, look like my baby taking out some chicken from the grease." I was like, God, because it looked exactly like that. I was dying laughing, man. Dying laughing. But hey, let's go to move on, man. You know, so we just wanted to get some of those clips in there, man, because like I said, at the end of the day, man, it was just too funny. So if you guys are not watching, I'm telling you, you guys will laugh. You know what I'm saying? You guys will get a bit of everything in there. But let me ask you this real quick. And because this is one of the recent things you guys got going on, man. So how is the search for that dog going? And have you guys actually decided on a breed yet?
Listen, y'all gotta stay tuned because we actually got something working with that. You know what I'm saying? But we not sure yet, so we don't really want to touch on it. But we want to make sure it's like sure, you know, because we had ones that was working, then one that didn't. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to be 100% sure for it to happen before we speak on it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I get that.
Also looking into the shots too. You know, because you know some people are saying like, you know, the one thing that's dope about Love and Slim is the supporters that's watching it, you know, because, you know, like they do say a lot of stuff. So we ask for like, hey, you know, drop a comment below, let us know. Like there'd be a lot of stuff we don't be knowing, but we know a lot of people are diligent enough to look or educated or well versed in these areas where we don't have to go look as hard, you know, and they kind of make it real easy.
That's how we found our wedding venue.
And that's also how we found the potential person that we're getting a dog from, probably. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's as much as I'm gonna say. See, we'll give you a little something, brother, but you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, when they mention in those comments, like, you know, about how some people feel about getting those shots for people who don't got a hyperallergenic dog but are allergic to dogs, because Jazz is allergic to dogs, you know, what kind of long-term effect that could do on your body, not just a human body, but just a woman's body. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're looking into all of that, so
makes sense.
We'll see.
Hey, real quick, Mez be chilling 999. Been watching Tall Guy for a minute, hitting gems in every video. Salute, 100%.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Now, if you would allow me, would you allow me to make? I know you said you already got something in the works, but if you would allow me to make a suggestion, can I? If that don't mind.
Absolutely.
First of all, I would say. First of all, Mata Moso got a German blood Doberman. Actually,
he's a beast.
He is
I have to show you guys. I'll send you a picture, Tall Guy, after the show. I'll send you a picture.
Yeah, Texas.
Yeah, he's 11 months old and he's 88 pounds now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Eagle got one of those.
I have a German Doe Uberman.
Doberman Pinscher.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was saying in the picture. Yeah, it took me 6 months. It took me and my family. Say what?
You got the European Doberman there.
Yeah. The European one. Yep. Yeah, it took me 6 months to honestly find the breeder, and that was like a oh my god, it was really bad because I had to make sure like everybody else was good with the breeder, then good with the dog, and I had to bring the family up to the farm where they breed it. Yeah, it was a whole thing. So trust me, I understand what y'all going through.
Yeah, congrats, man. Because that temperament, how they raise is everything. It's just like humans. Your childhood is everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'll definitely send pictures.
So I will make this as a suggestion. Hopefully everybody in the comment section not gonna look at me like I'm crazy. But I will say this though, and trust me, and I get it, you know what I'm saying? Because I've always had pit bulls coming up, you know what I'm saying? Like I've always had the red-nosed pit bulls, I had blue pit bulls, and so on and so forth, right? So I've always had the broad, big head and everything else pit bulls. But you know, once I ended up, getting married and having kids and everything else, man, I changed a little bit. Not saying there's anything wrong with pit bulls, because pit bulls are great dogs. You know what I'm saying? And as a matter of fact, one of my dream dogs is a Presa Canario, which you guys are talking about all the time. You know what I'm saying? Presa Canario is a beast of a dog. But you know how we just talked about the animals, right? Well, a lot of people don't understand that dogs, some people, when they bring a dog into their home, they think they want to humanize a dog. Let me tell you something, a dog would never be is a human. You know what I'm saying? You like the dog in their eyes, you are literally a pack. You know what I'm saying? You are literally another dog or a pack animal. And it just goes off a hierarchy. That's just the way we just talked about this. They're code, right? They're animals. And they're wired a certain way, period. There's nothing you can do to change that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be domesticated and this, that, and the third, but they're wired a certain way. So when you have, you know what I'm saying, dogs that are got a high prey drive or this, that, and the third, it takes a lot to break those dogs, you know what I'm saying, for them to be like submissive, because that's what it really gotta be. Submissive in your household. You know what I'm saying? And it's the little things that people don't really look at, that they don't understand, that dog is sending signals saying that, I'm above you in this pack, or you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like the hierarchy is shifted. So let me give you a couple of examples, right? Well, first of all, I think Modern Moses, do you got to take off, or are you good?
No, I actually do got to take off, guys. I gotta wait. It got pretty early for work. I wish I could stay on longer.
No, for sure, Chan. Well, it's good to see you, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, definitely. Yep. Yo, we definitely got to get it up on the conversation again. I know you got busy and then I got busy too, but definitely want to look forward to that too, man.
Have a good day at work, man.
Appreciate it. All right, guys. See ya. FaTKaT. See ya, man.
All right, man. All right, bro. Salute, man.
Yeah.
And then it was just us, you know what I'm saying? I'm here. So yeah, man. So at the end of the day though, right? Like dogs, like I said, they're wired a certain way. So let me give you a couple examples, if you don't mind. So let's say somebody knocks on your door, right? If your dog goes straight to the door before you tell that dog to go to the door or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Just go straight to the door and it's out the house before you are to go check out what's going on. That dog is telling you, I got this. Stand back. I got this. And who does that? The alpha. You know what I'm saying? In the dog's mentality, the alphas does that. Let me go check out what's going on because I gotta protect my people. People look at that as, oh, he's protecting the house. Nah, he's looking at that as he got the alpha mentality, right? Same thing. So for instance, right, I got 3 dogs actually. So my dogs, right, when we take them out to go use the bathroom, sliding door, right, to go to the back. My dogs do not walk out of the house or come back in the house before I do or before the kids do, before any human. They are not allowed to walk through a door before us. That's telling them we are the alphas, period. You know what I'm saying? We keep reassuring that. Same thing with like if I put a bowl of food down. Some people just put like food in their bowl, let the dog eat all day. Nah.
Eat when I say eat.
We just talked about the code, right? If you look at a pack of lions, look at a pack of whatever, right? Let's say a pack of lions. Who eats first?
The male.
Who eats second? The women in the pride, right? The female lions. Who eats last? The babies. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that obviously humans, we want to make sure our children eat first. We want to make sure. don't take it that far, right? But what I'm saying though, but that's like, hey, you gonna eat the scraps. Yeah, you gonna eat the scraps. Hey, nah, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, though, like I said, in a dog's mentality, like I said, if you just put the ball down and they go to town, they're not respecting you. People don't literally. I know we're getting deep into it, but these are little things that it takes in order for you, like I said, especially when you start having family and kids and things like that. That's when things get dangerous, and people don't understand why this dog that has a high prey drive, like a Presa Canario, like a Cane Corso, like a pit bull, you know what I'm saying? Why he snapped? No, he didn't snap. He was showing you signs for the whole time when you was raising him. Now that he's 2 years old, you know what I'm saying? And then now you got a young one in the house. He's like, bro, get away from my food. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the alpha. I'm the top dog here. People just don't recognize this, man. But anyway, we could get deeper. We could talk about a lot of this stuff offline if you want. But I will say this. Let me go and get my first of all. Do not. My opinion, please do not get a great thing. And I know Jasmine, you was like, they huge, but one thing about Great Danes, man, they're super clumsy. Boxers are clumsy as well. Sometimes you get a good breed and they're very sturdy, but the way that they're bred here in the United States a lot, even if they said a European blood and this and that, they're very like clumsy because they've been overbred, so they're very like clumsy and their coordination is not really well, man. So if you got like Great Danes stuff like that, they start knocking shit over all over the place because they don't got a lot of good motor control. So it's just true. Same thing with boxers, you know what I'm saying? But my suggestion, hear me out, and especially for Jasmine, because she said she's allergic, the hyperallergenic dogs, I'm telling you right now, it's going to sound weird. Goldendoodle.
Sort of like, is that like a Labradoodle?
It's a I have Labradoodles. Goldendoodle. So let me tell you why. One, they're hyperallergenic. Two, they're about 100 pounds. They're huge dogs. They're about 100, 120 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So you're still going to get that brolic dog. And three, you know what I'm saying? Because, first of all, they're very easy to train as well. So that whole alpha thing, whatever, when you're puppies, you submit them just like a mother would do. Like literally submit their ass, put them on their side and submit them. Like people think that's mean, but that's just a way of a dog saying, this is my alpha, right? So anyway, they're easy to train. And three, though, they do, because they have the poodle and the Labrador, they have that guard dog in them still. So like my dogs, right? When people knock on my door, they don't go to the door, but they bark and they loud as shit. So anybody that's on the outside, they were like, yeah, that's a big ass dog in there. Every Labradoodle or Goldendoodle sounds like a monster from the outside looking in. I'm just telling you.
Look at the Labradoodles though.
Yeah, so a lot of people recommended Labradoodles because they are hyperallergenic dogs. So I haven't checked the golden one, but the Labradoodle for sure. I looked into it. It's in the air. I definitely looked into it though.
Yeah, it's a good looking dog, but I'm gonna keep it pure with you. It ain't my kind of dog. You know what I'm saying?
I know that. But listen, but that's why I say Goldendoodle though, because Labradoodles are a little bit smaller. You know, they get sometimes some of them do get kind of tall, but they're a little bit more like a skinnier dog, right? The Goldendoodle, because they're mixed with the Golden Retriever, they're bigger dogs. So those dogs are guaranteed to be about 100 pounds plus. They're gonna have the big paws and all that. Slim, I'm telling you right now, you think it's not your kind of dog. You think it's not your kind of dog. You think it's not your kind of dog. If you get a Goldendoodle, I'm telling you, you will come back and
right now we on this.
Listen,
interview.
a few months from now, after you get a Goldendoodle, you're gonna hit me up. You're gonna be like, "Damn, FaTKaT, man, I'm glad you said to get this damn dog." I don't know what it is. I'm telling you. Hey, I'll send you a couple of videos as well. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen these kind of dogs before.
Listen,
yeah,
but their temperament is dope. Their temperament is dope. They're again, they're hyperallergenic, so you don't got to worry about the breakouts and all that. You know, all that. And you know what I'm saying, they're good with kids and everything else, man. So I know you guys obviously, you know what I'm saying, you guys talked about the kids and all that, but you know what I'm saying, but you got right now you have, you know what I'm saying, your niece in the house and stuff like that. So I'm just telling you,
my niece will go crazy for this dog.
For sure.
I'm telling you that. Hey, I know everybody in the comments like, what the man? That's soft. Hey, I'm telling you right now, get a Goldendoodle. They get no fluffy ass dog, but I'm telling you right now, man. Look, they are a great dog to have, man. And on top of that, they still do the guard thing and all that. Like I said, people have been scared to come to my door, like, oh, they'll knock on the door and run away, or you know what I'm saying, like walk way out. And even though my dogs don't go to the door because they, you know what I'm saying, they know I'm going to the door, so they stand behind me, but they sound loud as hell, and people think that he got a monster in there. He's got labradoodles, man. You know what I'm saying, but he sound like a straight monster. That's just my.
Yeah, I'm about to watch some YouTube videos about the Goldendoodle, brother.
Hey, it's my 2 cents.
Do nothing with no pressure, though, brother.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying, though. Look, the presser's a dope dog.
We got to think about my wife, brother. We got to think about my wife.
The presser's a dope dog, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like I said, when I started having, when I had my kids and, you know what I'm saying, I got family atmosphere and everything else in the house, I was like, okay. Now, granted, like I said, I have kind of the right tools, at least the right mentality to train a dog or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I know that, those dogs have a very, very high, it's their prey drive and their instinct, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm not trying to say that they're bad dogs because they're not. I never had a Preston Canary, but I've had multiple pit bulls coming up, and I've never had an incident, you know what I'm saying? Because I've always been that type of dude where I train my dogs. But I just know that around a Labradoodle, I may not have to watch a Labradoodle too much with, my 2-3-year-old. But I would never, as much as I trust my pit bull, as much as I trust my Preston Canario, I will never leave one of those dogs with my 1-year-old in the room or a 2-year-old. Never. I just never will. As much as I trust them and everything else, all my dogs I ever had, you know what I'm saying? You know how people like they do the test where they stick their hand in the food and all that. I wish one of my dogs was snapping me, and when I put put my hand in their food. But they just knew from the very beginning not to do that because I just always train my dogs. So I would literally put my hand in the food, push my dog away, whatever the case, and I've never had one snap on me. You know what I'm saying? But it just comes with training. It comes with repetitiveness, and it takes a lot of work because all of the dogs. And by the way, I've never trained my dogs with. I know I'm talking a lot now, but I've never trained my dogs with treats because, in my mind, they're not obeying you. They're obeying the treat. They want the treat. You know what I'm saying? So what happens when I don't have a treat? So I've always trained my dogs without treats because I don't care about the damn treat. You're gonna listen to me because I'm the alpha. I'm the top dog in this house, along with my kids. My kids are over you. My wife is over you. You know what I'm saying? And you let you be known that you're a part of this pack. But you're a low-ranking member of this pack, period. It's just the way it works. So we could talk about all this. I know we're about to bore people. We could talk about all this offline, but that's just my suggestion. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's pure, though. And at the end of the day, it has to be a dog. And I appreciate you breaking all that down, but it has to be a dog that obviously my wife approves of. And because if it wasn't, we would have been had a dog, and it has to be a dog that I know, like, she isn't going to just be breaking out in hives with it every day. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
It's important,
Well, there you go, man. You get one of those hypoallergenic dogs, you be good. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's still a big brolic dog at the end of the day. Plus, it's going to love you like no other dog ever loved you, Slim. Trust me. You'll fall in love with that dog. Anyway.
Hey, brother. Hey, brother.
Hey, but you know what though, man? Let's move on. Hey, but speaking of, and we only got a few more questions, man, because I know you guys, you know what I'm saying, probably ready. Everybody ready to move on with their night. But Jasmine, you know what I'm saying, again with the whole comedic timing and everything else, and with this, the things, the work that you do on IG and things like that. Have you ever considered doing stand-up comedy?
Yeah, so I dibbled in that a little bit. Some time ago. I did it one time. So I actually got booked for a comedy show. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm going to face my fears. And I actually have that stand up. I have it online. But that was the only time I did it. I said I would do it again because I loved it. It was like a certain energy that you can't really explain. Like being up there on stage is kind of unexplainable. But I actually really, really liked it. So I said after COVID, I was really going to start writing some stand up and try it again. The first one went really good, so I'm gonna try it again and see what happens.
Okay, well, we're definitely gonna be looking out for that because again, like just the way that you put things together, man. Like we know, like I said, that that's definitely I wouldn't say on tap source because you did try it out, but that's definitely something I think that you could definitely exploit, and you will do great at. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure Slim will be there all the way to support you and everything else. So that'll be dope.
Every step we go.
Yeah, he tells me all the time I need to do it again.
Yeah, man, that'd be hilarious to see it.
Yeah.
Now I do have this question.
You know, Eddie Murphy stand up, Delirious, Raw. Like I loved all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
right.
And I watched them all, whether it was Jim Carrey, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor's, Kings of Comedy, Queens of Comedy. Like I just like I'm all for the stand up. So and she's really good at it. She's a natural at so many things that she does that she won't even give herself credit for. But
and that's what I'm saying. When you watch these videos, like, you know, like it'd be so. I mean, it'd be things I'd be crying, and you just say it and don't even think twice about it, and you just move over the video. And I'm like, what? And rewind it again. I'm like, oh god, that's so funny. Both of y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's why you know is you're just naturally good at it when you don't even think you're saying anything funny. You're just talking, and it's hilarious. You know what I'm saying?
He's a for sure.
No, I ain't gonna lie. Both of us together, like there's like
we in our bag. It's over.
100%. Like she, if we're like in a car, like I talk to her like I talk to like one of my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that's how our laughs be. You know, like I had never experienced that in my life. Like that was one of the biggest like magnetizing things when I first met her. That was everything for me because it was like I laugh with her like I do with my brothers, or you know what I'm saying, or some of my homeboys. You know, like we just be having outright dying, laughing, tear moments all the time with each other, and then we got like our inside jokes, and then look at each other. You know, like that's usually something you only got with your homeboy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like one of your dogs. You know, like to have it in a relationship. That has always been like that's like a dream come true for me for sure.
Yeah, we really do be laughing. I will probably always remember this one time in particular in the car. This was just the other day, and we were talking about the dog, and man, we were rolling. I mean, tears in the eyes, rolling.
We just back to back busting jokes with each other.
We just be like bow. So yeah,
nice. Like I said, that's hilarious. And like I said, when it's natural with each other, you know what I'm saying? That's just the best. That's the best in the world right there. Now, okay, so let me ask another question. I think I already know the answer to this question because I think we already have a nickname on the channel anyway. But who is the neat freak at the house?
The neat freak?
That's super easy.
The neat freak. The neat freak.
Like neat as in clean, right?
Yes.
As in OCD.
Yes.
We all know that's me.
I'm like a OCD clean person too, because how I was like raised.
Yeah, he's very clean.
You know, and then how I was raised, and then also prison too. You know, so it's like I'm a super clean person. You know what I'm saying? Like that's huge. So like for her to be that way, like I never met somebody more OCD than me as far as being something clean. So I actually find it really entertaining. I crack jokes about it sometimes because like my brothers, like they like my family that know me. Like they'll be like, man, you know, I'm super OCD, take 2-3 showers a day. Like I'm that person. So it's like, and then, you know, that goes, like I said, childhood in prison. But I tell my brothers all the time, I be cracking jokes and be like, yeah, Jazz is way more OCD than me. It makes me feel like, is this how people felt about me? You know what I'm saying? The whole time.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, she's like, the house is a mess. The house is like, to like normal standards is very clean, you know? But to Jazz, that it gotta be like a ultra experience when you walk through that door. It got, and not only do it got like look clean, but it got, if that thing don't smell like the most Febreze when she walked through that door.
That's a good thing though.
100%.
No, it's definitely a good thing. And you know, and listen, and I can relate because my wife is OCD as well. You know what I'm saying? And I always tell her, I'm like, you borderline OCD, but no, she definitely full blown OCD. I just mess with her. I mean, you know, I can tell you stories, literally, especially when we first got married, where I had to get used to it. I'm not a dirty person either, but I had to get like literally used to my wife because, you know, like if you was like drinking, let's say you had a cup and you literally put it down. Let's say you went to go use the bathroom, whatever. You put it down on the counter. You went to use the bathroom, did whatever. You came back, it was gone, washed and put away.
Jazz.
I'm like, what? My drink was just right here. Like, oh, you were still drinking that? I'm like, the thing was halfway full. Like, why would you? Like, what are you talking about? Hey, It's just over and over, and she still does it. She still has things, man. Like she walks in the house.
Was looking on her countertop and had to go.
Listen, she walks in the door now from work or whatever, and the first thing she does, she goes straight to wiping everything, disinfecting the whole kitchen, mopping everything. I mean, that's the first thing she do when she walks in the house every day. It don't even bother me anymore. I'm just like, all right, whatever. That's her thing. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I could definitely relate to y'all. But
so we're here.
Yeah. Trust me, you guys have cleaning parties and have fun all day.
Right.
Like I had a cousin. This is a long time ago. I mean, my cousin, right? Long time ago, and we went to his house. We stayed at his house for a little bit, and this was I was like, okay, you gotta relax. Like you gotta relax a little bit. Telling my wife, and we were young. We were like in our young 20s at that point. By the way, I've been me and my wife we've been married for 18 years, man. That's crazy.
Congrats.
Man, our anniversary is next month. Man, yeah, 18 years. But anyway, so appreciate it. We young 20s, and we was at my cousin's house, and I think like his wife had went to work or something like that. My wife, and we was there, and she went to clean it. She was like, I can't stand it no more. She cleaned this woman's house, and I was like, I don't know about that. And when she came home, you could just see it on her face, and she was like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure she took that as type disrespectful. But my wife was like, I can't. She's like, I can't handle it. She vacuumed, she cleaned the whole kitchen, she did everything, immaculate. I was like, okay. That's when I knew my wife had a. That's when I knew my wife had a problem.
Jasmine doing that one. But I'm pretty sure your cousin. I'm pretty sure they even felt super disrespected or super happy.
Right.
He didn't say nothing, but she didn't say nothing necessarily to us. We could just see it on her face that she was like, this bitch will clean my goddamn house. You know what I'm saying? Like, but hey, it is what it is. I'm pretty sure they had a long talk about it that night. Them two in the room. Anyway, but I got another question. I'm sure I know the answer to this one as well. But who is the chef at the house?
That's pretty 50-50.
Yeah, that's pretty 50-50. Yeah.
That's pretty 50.
Okay.
So.
Well, hey, I'm kind of surprised. I thought it would have been Slim because I know Slim was, you know what I'm saying, he got the prison food and you know what I'm saying, he got the prison food cooking up.
Here's why I say it's 50-50 and why you're kind of true, but it's still 50-50 is because, you know, she really likes when I couldn't get up to cook breakfast. I cook breakfast for her.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then like, there's certain dishes that I like when she cooked, like she likes, you know, I like my nachos, right? Right now I'm on healthy eatings until I fall back off the wagon. Hopefully ain't no time soon. But it's like, she know I like my food a certain way. I know she like her food a certain way. So it's like most of the time we cook for each other. It's 50-50. You know, it's not like, and either both the time we both would appreciate it.
Yeah, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I you know what? I think we live in the same life, man, because it's the same way. Like my wife does not cook breakfast or things like that, but she, you know, kills dinner every night. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But I'm the breakfast guy. Like I'm get up and I make the pancakes and eggs or whatever it is, and you know what I'm saying. Cut up the strawberries and all that. You know what I'm saying? I remember that video too. You know what I'm saying? Slim had the strawberries and everything cut, and people was like, "Oh, I remember those comments. Oh, Slim simping." Like, nah, he ain't simping. He in a whole relationship. What you talking about? What you supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like you're supposed to cut up the strawberries.
Crazy, and this is the thing and the point that I always try to make about social media. You damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? Mm-hmm. So whereas somebody could say like, if I never do it, and then I'm just always trying to be what people quote unquote try to say is like the man's man, then I never love my woman. I never show her affection. I never shower her with this. I never do this. But then if I cook my baby breakfast, rub on her feet, you know, give her a back massage, treat her good, tell her I love her, tell her how beautiful she is. You know what I'm saying? Like that is what people would deem as simping. So it's like, no, you just treat your queen as you're supposed to treat your queen. Just like you should want your queen to treat you as a king. You know what I'm saying? You should be the energy which you want given back to you. Like what I am for everybody is I never treat nobody, whether it's my wife, whether it's a person at a gas station, anybody. I don't treat nobody how I don't want to be treated. And if I treat you in a way, in a way that you might not like, it's because you didn't usually push the threshold or did some fuck shit to me, and then I respond in a way like, man, kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? But on the initial, when I meet somebody, I always treat people as I would like to be treated. You know what I'm saying? So, and I always want that reciprocated. And I feel like if many more people had it reciprocated, you know, like for somebody who would say that was a sin. If your woman treated you like a king, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't mind treating her like a queen. And if she treated you like a king, and then you didn't treat her like a queen, that says more about you than it does me.
Hope y'all taking notes.
You find your soulmate, find the finest woman you ever met in your life, and then she chose you, and then everything seamless, everything perfect, all that. Yeah, like no relationship is perfect, but I'm talking about as far as what I want and need in a woman, and then what she wants and needs in the man is in me. Then why would you not, you know, conform to the person's want and needs, who's treating you, and to every want and need you have, they fulfill it.
100%.
You know what that sounds like? That sounds like a boy. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that says some shit like that, use a boy, use a child. You know what I'm saying? Going back over there and sit at the kiddies table, man.
With the different colored chairs. You
Come
know
on,
what
man.
I'm
Different color chairs and the little match with the little baby. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God! Nah, you're right though. You're right, man. Like I said, everybody said, like you said, you preaching, man, and that's 100% facts. You know what I'm saying? When I see those comments, I was like, yo, these people are weird, man. What you talking about? Like, that's what you're supposed to do.
Kids on YouTube. There's a lot.
That's true.
There's kids that are on. There's a lot of people that ain't been through nothing in life. They've experienced nobody, and maybe they not really like a good person like that. It's easy for social media for people to go on there, and that's why I say like social media is like this thing where people can go on there and portray anything that they want to be in the comments. But nobody knows. Like all y'all doing is watching us. We can't. Right. You have nothing where people can watch and see. So those same people dropping comments, click on their profile, go on their thing. They have no videos. They have no picture. There's no nothing. You know what I'm saying?
And they get real comfortable behind that phone. They get real comfortable.
Exactly. So it's like, you know, nobody can hold you accountable for what you're saying. And social media is a blessing because it gives people a voice that usually probably wouldn't have been able to find that specific niche to have that voice, and maybe they really got something they can bring to the game. You know what I'm saying, champ? But the downside is it gives people a voice who shouldn't have a voice. You know what I'm saying? The people who shouldn't be able to throw toxic energy and all that bullshit in the world shouldn't be able to have that voice. But the thing is, though, it's a catch-22. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, right. I feel you, like I said, because they get real comfortable because, you know what I'm saying, that like those are the guys that they would never in the actual real world say any of that crazy mess, but they get real comfortable because they feel anonymous. Ain't nobody ever gonna find me, anybody ever gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody know who I am, so I could just boom, you know what I'm saying? I could just say whatever I want to say. I could say anything crazy I want to say and just call it a day. And you know what I'm saying? But like, bro, like, you know, again, those are things that if you see him in person or if they see your person, it's the same people who be like, yo, tall guy, Jasmine, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So
even if you see me and say something that I'm this tough motherfucker that's going to do something, but hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting there saying you can't throw rocks and you live in a glass house. You know what I'm saying? Like so many people are throwing comments out there into the world, and you ain't even looking at a reflection of what you're doing in your own life. You know what I mean? You not being the energy that you want given to you. Would you, if you did something, you want people doing this with you? So if you're not even doing that with something as simple as social media, where it's voluntary if you could drop a comment or not drop a comment, I can only imagine what kind of human you're like in real life. I bet you're all fucked up. I bet you're miserable. I bet you wake up every day unhappy with yourself. If you can get on there and purposely go look at somebody, follow somebody, tap in with everything they're doing, and then all you do is want to talk shit to them. You know what I'm saying? That says more about you than it does me. I'm doing what I'm doing. How many people would tune in and tap in with you, though? Put your face on the camera. Put yourself out there in the world. Let's see how many people will tap in with you. How many people are going to, you know, subscribe to your channel? How many people are going to buy your merch? How many people are going to believe in what you're saying? Or are there going to be more people that's going to look at you and give their real opinion of what it really is with you? And that's why you really don't want to be out there. That's why they choose to stay anonymous, because they know they'll never be accepted by the public, because they ain't even accepted and loved by themselves. So why would the rest of the world come?
And you know what though, and that's exactly what I be saying too a lot of times. Like, you know, especially, you know what I'm saying, especially when I was doing my channel, you know, and people used to, you know, say crazy things. I had to come to a realization that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of those people, like, they're not really, when they say crazy things, they're not really talking to me. You know what I'm saying? They got demons that they dealing with on the inside for whatever reason. They may not like something that's going on in their life. You know what I'm saying? They got bad energy. They maybe not in the place they want to be at in life. And they see you on camera doing well, or, you know what I'm saying, your videos and this and that and third. They want, and you know what I'm saying, they might want a piece of that, and they don't know how to get that. So the only way they know how to, just like you say, how your coping mechanism is laughter, you know what I'm saying, to get through things. Well, that's their coping mechanism, is to say something negative and crazy to somebody that they see on social media, and it's because they dealing with something on the inside. For whatever reason, they not happy with something that's going on in their life. Only way they know that, and like I said, that energy has to go somewhere, right? And where energy is energy, right? Whether that's electricity or, you know what I'm saying, the vibes, whatever it is, but energy is energy. And when those people got those bad energy, it got to go somewhere. They can't keep it locked up. So that social media gave them an outlet to, oh, I got to put this energy out in the world, and it just releases. Social media right now is the path of least resistance. It's easy to get on to IG, YouTube, whatever, get in somebody's comment section, type something crazy, and release a little bit of that energy, you know what I'm saying? That negative energy. But again, it's because of something they got going on. They're not typing it. They're not really typing to Slim. They're not really talking to, you know, they're not really typing to Tall Guy. They're not typing to Jasmine.
And here's the thing too, champ. They don't mean it. You know, the thing is like,
that's what I'm saying.
Dude, but I don't think most do. I think the fact that, you know, they just, like I said, they're unhappy with themselves, so then they put that out into the world. But what people don't understand is what you put back, you get back. What you put in there is what you get back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're throwing out that energy, it might not come back to you right away, but it's going to come back eventually, brother.
Eventually. I 100% agree with that, bro.
That's the part about social media. But at the end of the day, you know, it'll never get through to me. You want to know why?
It don't get through to me either.
I don't read comments. That's why I don't consume myself with social media. You know, because if you do, you'll let them dictate your own work. But at the end of the day, you can't dictate my work, because if that's the case, y'all would have never been able to watch my channel if I didn't believe in me. I appreciate every last supporter I got. But the thing is I believed in me before anybody believed in me. You see what I'm saying? So you can't tell me my work, because I wouldn't be this far if my work was dictated off y'all or the people that's trying to throw me when I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't read the shit because for that reason. Like, it sucks because I would like to read the comments. Like, as far as, you know, Love is Slim, I read the comments, you know, every now and again, you know, but, you know, most of the time, if somebody's going to read, I'm going to be honest with you, it'd be Jazz. And then she'll say something to me, you know. But if it's something that in the first couple words even looks bad, Jazz just rolls right over it.
Oh, I don't have no problem blocking people. I block people like that. If I read something, I'm like, oh, okay, block. And if they make another account, okay, block. So it's like people say, not to cut you off, but when people say stuff to make you, I feel like people do that, like you said, because they're sad about their own selves, that they want someone else to feel sad. I read the comments. If they say something crazy that I may not like, I'll be like, oh, okay, cool. And it don't bother me. And that, not everybody like that, but I feel like as the years have gone by, you see so much stuff, it just don't even bother you no more. So my block list is crazy.
Yeah, wow. and it's fully her right and our right to do that. Like, at the end of the day, this is our brand, this is our business. We can do whatever we please with it. You know, that's the beauty of it. But back to what I was saying a little bit before, is like, I won't even read it. I won't see it. And my people closest to me, they know. Don't, like, if there's somebody out there making videos, I wouldn't know because I don't watch it. And the people that's close to me, they don't watch it. And if they do watch it, and they know Slim don't want to hear that shit. Don't bring none of that shit to me. Don't say, hey, I watched the video. None of that. I don't want to hear it. So it's like, don't tell me nothing. I'm not seeing no comments. So if somebody's dropping toxic shit or some fuck shit, good for you. All you did was increase my algorithm, but I'm not going to see that. So if you were looking to get through under my skin, I never seen it, brother. You know what I'm saying? You can could drop it 20,000 times in the same damn video. I ain't never seen it. It's just unfortunate to my most top of the move, top loyal supporters, because I would love to, if there was like a filter where I could just read only the positive ones, only the big G Squizzle ones, you know what I'm saying? I would read every last one. But for the other ones, because I don't care who you is, it'll penetrate the armor with some people, because at the end of the day, you're human. So if you see it, most of the time, like Jess said, 99.9% of the time it ain't gonna bother. But there might be that 0.1 time where you've had a bad day or a long day. And on that bad day or long day, it might hit a chord. I'm not even gonna be at that moment ever with me. I'm gonna produce what I want to do. I'm gonna do whatever I want, when I want, how I want. And then I'm gonna put it out there. And then I hope everybody love it. And I hope everybody can understand and appreciate and support everything I'm saying on why I don't go in there. And you know what I'm saying? Do that.
Yeah, that's big time facts, man. And like I said, that's just the code just to live by, period. Especially if you're on the social media world, man. There's a lot of people out there just for whatever reason, man. They just down and out on themselves, man. They just trying to put that on other people. So continue doing your thing, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, not just you guys, but anybody's out there trying to do their thing. Like Slim just said, don't pay attention to that noise, man. It's white noise at the end of the day, you know. But Jasmine, I got to come back to you, Jasmine. Because speaking about social media, right? So we all know Pops, right? We know Pops is hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, big time Pops. You know what I'm saying?
To Pop the Star. Make sure y'all subscribe.
That was my Slim. You're taking my thunder. You know what I'm saying? You're taking my thunder, man.
I had to throw it out there, bro, just in case you wasn't going to.
Yeah. So that was my question, though, man. So we know, obviously he's hilarious. We see him on on your particular video all the time, on y'all's videos. But how do you feel, Jasmine, about him becoming a YouTuber?
I mean, I'm all for it. I mean, he's a character in real life, so I figured, hey, the world has to see it. So I'm all for it. Keep the wealth in the family all the way around. So I'm for it. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's cool. So speaking of that, and speaking of Pop, so let's take it all the way back. Slim, this goes to you. Now we did see it on video. We're happy that you took us along. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure everybody was happy that you took us along when you guys first took the trip out to North Carolina. So what was it really like, though? Like I said, we seen it on video, but what was it when the cameras are off and whatever the case? What was it really like to meet Jasmine's father or parents, I should say, but mainly her father for the first time? Like, did he give it that third degree, or was it just all love? You know what I'm saying, from the very beginning?
It was some like out of a movie, and keep it pure with you. Like, I never experienced like a love like what I have for Jazz, right? And like you said, it's pretty transparent. Everybody can see it, right? It's pretty obvious. But where it was like a movie, it was like that was rare in itself. I didn't think like, I don't know. I never was in a relationship where it was like the dad. It was like you would think if I was just with her dad and we were somewhere, you would think we would real life father and son. You know what I mean? Like, I can see how people think that and mistake that sometimes. Because our chemistry is so seamless, and that to me was like that gave me so much reassurance with tackling my fears and insecurities with like marriage and kids with Jazz, because it's like not only was she my soulmate and I deemed her to be that, but then she also had like what I never had growing up, So her mom and dad, and then they're supporting her. Everybody is like together. I was like, man, that shit was just dope as fuck to see. And then not only that, but me and her dad were like partners. Like we talk like we straight like homeboys. Like we've been dogs. Like it's as if his daughter isn't my wife. You know what I mean? That's
I'm serious. As if he is not my husband and my dad is not my dad. They just are crazy. But even from the beginning, like my parents are so cool. They're very welcoming. So leading up to them meeting him, like I had already told them about him. So they were excited. They were open. My dad, of course, is very, military, like, treat my daughter right. So of course he came in like, treat my daughter right.
But he was calm. He was calm with it. He was calm. He was respectful with it.
Yeah.
Like, but you know, at the end of the day, like he's entitled to feel how he feels. Like it's his daughter. Like he raised her. Like that's his flesh and blood. You know, like and you know somebody might look good on the surface, but be all fucked up behind the curtains. You know, so he just came and you know we had conversations, and it was real nigga conversations. That's how I'm just gonna say it because it was the dialect and it was calm. It was just two grown men talking and. Not only that, but we were able to have fun with it. We both joke. We both use our sense of humor to kind of like communicate. So it's like I understood him clear as day from the very beginning. You know, even when he goes on his like rants, I understand every bit of it. You know what I mean? Like it might not make sense to some people, but I'd be right there with him. Like we eye to eye, everything he going, whatever tunnel that he's choosing to go down in conversation, I'm right there with him. And if not, I'm gonna lead him back to a spot where everybody can get it.
And I grew up with he'd be going on those rants, I'd be like, oh, here you go. But he'd be right there, all right, big dog, come on now. Like I just be like, all right, I'm gonna let them do their own thing.
Yeah, that's my dog. And then her mom, like let's talk about her mom. Her mom, me and her mom are seamless. Yeah. Me and her mom, we having conversations like you wouldn't think I'm married to her daughter.
Yeah, they be like videos, like funny videos. I'm like, who you texting? Oh, just your mom. I'm like, oh, okay.
It's like it's crazy. Some of the conversations, like when me and her mom were all together, man, we'd be having so much fun. You wouldn't even think like.
Yeah, y'all be having some. What were y'all talking about with the animals? And
we was talking about animals, so we got deep into the animals before. We be talking about prison. We be talking about everything.
My mom loves his prison stories.
Yeah, she do.
Yeah.
Prison
Wow.
Stories. Trust me, it could be a whole book with just prison stories. So her mom likes the prison stories, and then we always like talking, and her mom is very receptive, like to hearing things, and you know, she's like me as far as like she like watching a lot of movies. You know, she likes like I don't know. She's very receptive when it comes to like understanding why somebody is somebody, the origin of what made that person this person. And I'm a super in-depth thinker like that too. So I'm seamless with her mom too. Like I love her mom to death. I love her dad to death. So it's like when I met them, it was just like all seamless. Like I don't even know how to explain it. It was that's why I say it was like some other movie. You just never seen it like that. You see those like romantic comedies and stuff like that. Right. That was a movie just meeting them.
But you know that's crazy, and that's crazy that you know that again everything was so seamless, especially from the beginning, because you know like Jasmine just said, like you know her father was like military, and, you know what I'm saying, like kind of structured a little bit, and you were just you know you just said like your mother loves her like your prison stories, and a lot of parents would judge that book by its cover 100% before they even like don't even bring the book to my house. I don't even want to look at the cover. You know what I'm saying? If they hear that, I'm just saying, I mean, that's the way most parents will react, right? Like, what? No, leave that book in the library. Don't even bring that book to my house. So the fact that, like I said, I'm just gonna say that says a lot about your parents, Jasmine, because you know what I'm saying. Like I said, the fact that they still welcome, you know what I'm saying, welcome just to see who he was as a person before anything else. And I'm sure you obviously talked them up, but still, like a lot of people would have tuned all the good stuff out, and they would have just heard that, right. Especially parents. So the fact that they was like, okay, cool, bring him over. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to know him. Mm-hmm. That says a lot about your parents. But that kind of goes into my next question, because you know we know that, or we see that your parents and your relationship with your parents, I should say, is very tight, and I would imagine that their opinion, you know, matters a lot. So when you know leading up to that, you know, okay, I'm gonna go, you know, I'm telling my parents about, you know, what I'm saying about the guy I'm seeing and the guy I'm dating, and then leading up to going, you know, what I'm saying meeting them, like how important was, you know, what I'm saying, was Slim having a good relationship? Like how important was that, you know, what I'm saying, for you to be like, okay, we're gonna move on and, you know what I'm saying, let's get married and things like that. Like, you know what I'm saying, was that like a very important factor to make sure that your parents, like, you know, were cool and approved, and, you know, he had a good relationship with your parents? Was that a big factor in everything?
For sure. I have a really tight-knit family, so I mean,
right.
that was gonna be a close one. If they were like, nah, I ain't feeling him at all, I'd be like, you know, I don't know how this is gonna work. But yeah, that they're, you know, them having a relationship with Corey was very important to me. And I feel like I was even more nervous. I was more nervous than he was.
Yeah, she was telling me like
I was super nervous.
Because you know, this is another thing you gotta understand too about me, champ. Like, I'm a straight shooter.
He blunt.
I'm very blunt, right? If I'm not feeling something, I'm not gonna be no yes man. I'm gonna say I ain't fucking with that, or I'm not feeling that, or I don't agree with you on that. You know what I mean? But if I'm fucking with you, you gonna know I'm fucking with you. If you know I love you, I'm gonna die for you. You know, like, so it's like I'm an all or nothing person. So it's like that to some people could rub some people the wrong way. And I have rubbed some people the wrong way in my life and how I talk, how I move, how blunt I am. Like, so I understand for her, like, why that could be like, why she was scared for me to meet her parents. Because she told me, like, I'm afraid for you to meet my parents. I was like, oh, you know, I was like, I'm not afraid. Because the way I look at it is like, listen, if they fuck with me, they fuck with me. If they not, they not. But I can tell you one thing, though. You're going to get exactly who I am. Nothing more, nothing less.
And they liked it.
100%.
And now, look at them. They BFF, mama and daddy.
And you know what's crazy? After I met her dad, I was like, I can see why she fuck with me. You know?
They like identical.
Her dad says that too. It's I know pause, but it's like
I know, yeah, but you know, it's like they always say a woman goes for
and the son always goes for a woman that's
like your mom,
like attributes of the mom.
Yeah, and I said it was like pure accident, but it happened.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's like he does stuff now. I'm like, yeah, you remind me of my dad.
Crazy. It's not even funny, bro. It's crazy, dog.
Yeah. But you know what? Though, I was going to say that too, and I was like, man, I don't know if I want to step on your toes or say whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, get into the wrong thing or that. But I was going to actually say something like that, where it's like, but you just mentioned it, like, yeah, like you would think that you guys like were literally related. You know what I'm saying? The way y'all chemistry is, y'all relationship, the way y'all talk. I mean, from the very beginning, you know what I'm saying? When you picked them up at the airport the other day, or you know what I'm saying, the other day in the video, like it's just like all the, you know what I'm saying? And y'all just on 10 from the very beginning to the very end, and it's just you could just tell it's very genuine, just like 100%. Yourself and your wife, you know, and Jasmine, like it's just very genuine. You can tell that relationship is not forced. It's just the energy. It's just the energy is right and it's cohesive, and you know what I'm saying. That's just the way it is. You can see it on camera. It comes through the video.
And you want to know what the crazy part is too, champ? The crazy part is like I always like I can appreciate him for who he is. And I could like really enjoy it because I felt like that's all I ever wanted as a kid was a dad, like, you know what I'm saying, that had them, you know, how he is, his personality, fun, you know, you know, structured, you know, he's a go-getter, you know, and man, he's also about his shit too. He believed what he believed. He like his daughter, he loved his daughter very much, you know, and he's like, listen, I'll die for my daughter, you know, like, and get it in blood season, you know, and I feel like that's a lot of attributes that I have. So I felt like, you know, as a kid, maybe I had that, maybe I wouldn't have went the route I had when I went to prison. So I can appreciate him because I never had him. I never had a dad like that growing up. So it's like that's why I can say, hey, Pop all day, every day, because, you know, it's like I respect him as such, you know?
Right.
I always said, like, we have a daughter, and right through, I can take right through the door. Me and his relationship is the bar, my nigga. Like, we have a daughter, and we ain't got that type of relationship. He ain't the one, baby. I'm sorry. Baby girl, nope. He not the one. Now, like, talking about Pop, no, he got to go. Nope.
Oh, God. Yeah, but that's what's up, though. You know what, though? At the end of the day, it's dope that even maybe later on in life, it's dope that you got to see that and experience that and feel that. And now you know, like you said, now you got a bar. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that you didn't have one before, but now you got a real life example. It's like, yo, I did this. I've been through this. I've been through this with a father, you know what I'm saying, with my father-in-law, and I know how that relationship is supposed to be. So, you know what I'm saying? So now,
let's say she was who she was, but didn't have the dad she had. Excuse me, don't get me wrong. Like, that gave me a big boost of confidence to know, like, okay, man, like, see, she come from that. I see what they do, and nobody's perfect, right?
Right.
If you hope in a way like, you know, this is achievable, this is possible, but, you know, I would have still married her. I still would have been with her, but I would have had no bar. Because I would have went into it blind. Because, like, I don't know what kind of relationship me and this kid should have who's dating my daughter in my heart, you know? Like, this is his firstborn child. Her mom and her dad's first child. You know, that's, come on. Like, how do you give that away and just trust somebody else with your daughter's life? Like, I don't have no kids, but I can only imagine how hard that is. So, you know, respect and kudos to him for, you know, respecting me and trusting me enough to be able to hold the fort down. Like, so now I have that bar. Now I'll be able to know going into it. But otherwise, I would have been blind going into it if we had a daughter. I don't know how it's supposed to be. So maybe that experimental or that trial phase could have really messed something up. Or maybe I couldn't have been able to guide her the right way like I could better. Now I'm more suited than I would have been had she not had her dad.
100%. Like I said, that's a blessing right there, man. And you know what I'm saying, we can't you know, I like I said, I know now, or I'm sure you know as well, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, when that time comes, like I said, you got that perfect example, because there's no better learning than experience, and you actually going through it. And like I said, now that you know what I'm saying, that you've had that experience, you know what I'm saying, and the way you are already, like I said, there's nothing but great things to come of, you know what I'm saying, the little barracks whenever they do come, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, and beyond, you know what I'm saying. So definitely, man, salute to y'all on that. So we got 3 more questions, but before we move on, because we've been talking about it, man, let everybody know one more time, as you stole my thunder, let everybody know where they could go find Pops at, you know what I'm saying, in his YouTube channel.
Yeah. Right. Pops the Star. Pops the Star. Or no, it's Pop, not Pops. POPDASTAR. You guys go subscribe to my daddy channel. Because he is so excited about this channel every day. He's like, hey, baby girl, look, I got this many subscribers and all these comments. He's so excited. And he's loving it, so.
That's what's up, man. Like I said, you could just tell, man, you know, that I'm going to be honest. I know that he put up a video. I seen that. I didn't watch it yet, but I'm definitely going to go back, and I'm definitely going to watch it and subscribe and everything else, because, like I said, you could just tell his energy. His energy is just, it's just there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's one of those people that, like, it's infectious. You know what I'm saying? And it's, like I said, it's dope to, you know what I'm saying, dope that he's doing it. And also, I will say this. I mean, that's another, you know, it should be another confidence booster or another short thing for people, because for some reason people think that, you know what I'm saying, like YouTube, social media is like a, you know, you got to be in your 20s or whatever, you know what I'm saying, to do it. Like, it's not, like, it don't matter at the end of the day. If you feel like you got, you know what I'm saying, like, you could do it, pick up the camera, man, do it. It don't matter if you're 20, 30, 40, whatever, you know what I'm saying. I'm not trying to call you Pops old, but I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, you know, your father's retired, right? Retired military?
Yeah, he's retired. Mm-hmm.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, retired, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third. And it's like, look, man, at the end of the day, I know, hey, I'm going to go and put this out there. Why not? Take that leap and just do it.
Right.
Why not?
Right.
As long as you drawing breath in your body, you can literally do anything you want to do. Don't matter. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So, yeah, man. But so Pop the Star, man. Make sure I go check him out.
Just keep your heads up too, champ. I know it's a little inconvenient, but my phone on like 4%.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, well,
charger. I don't even know what the damn charger is.
It's all good. Like I said, well, we about to get out of here, man. But real quick, let's take it back to the wedding day, real quick. And we saw the videos, saw everything. But is there anything different that you guys would have done on your wedding day?
No, not me. No, I probably would have.
Well, here, where do I start? No,
would have been.
start.
No, we'll say that. No, I probably, even though the wedding was absolutely beautiful and I absolutely loved it, I think that in the beginning, this was definitely my fault. You know, as a woman, you want the most fantastic wedding of your dreams. Like I said, when I first got engaged, I was like, I want dingly people hanging from the ceiling. Like, that's how serious I want it, until you get that bill. When you get that bill and you gotta pay it, that's when you realize I don't need dingly people. So if I could have changed anything, I think I probably would have had it a little bit smaller, but I still wouldn't change anything. That's if I had to pick something. But I personally, that day was perfect. Other than, you know, we had some issues with rain, of course. But other than that, that day was a fairy tale. It was perfect. I wouldn't change anything. But if I had to pick one thing, I probably would have went a lot cheaper. We spent a serious bag.
Big bag.
For sure.
Big
but
bag.
It was worth every penny.
It was worth every penny.
And my goal at the end of the day was to give my baby everything exactly what she wanted, how she wanted it. Like, you know, this was never a dream of mine, right? Like just being honest, you know. So for me, I knew for any young girl growing up who ever thought about getting married, I know they wanted it how they wanted it. So I just wanted it to fit her vision exactly to how she wanted it. I didn't care about the cost. I didn't care about the time. I'm gonna keep it real with you. You know, I could have went chapter 7 broke 6 times to give her everything she wanted. I would have did it, you know, over and over again. So there's nothing I would change, and I have no regret about it at all.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, so we're gonna I'm supposed to have 2 more questions, but I'll go ahead and skip to the last question here since you on low. So 10 years from now, what does success looks like? What does success look like for the Barretts in 10 years? Sit back, relax. You're sitting back, you're looking around, and you're comfortable, you're happy with where you're at. This is exactly what we wanted. In 10 years from now, what does that look like for the Barretts?
Let me start. I would say multiple, if not several, LLCs open, different businesses, so many different streams of different income, constantly stepping out your element or your comfort zone, hopping into new things, trying new things, stock, real estate. I mean, you name it all, man. You know, right now I'm tapping in with a lot of different things, and so is she. So kids, man, you name it. Like, shoot for the stars, land upon the moon, brother. You know, I'm going intergalactic with this shit.
You know, I actually got a frame that says that. I look at it every day.
100%. So that's where we at. And all we want is what's ours and what God got planned for us. Nothing more, nothing less.
Mm-hmm.
I said the same thing. I see us sitting on a yacht, shades on,
Yeah.
collecting revenue from all over the place. Yeah. Some that said best actress award goes to Jasmine Love, and you know we sitting back, family, just enjoying life.
And my goal is to get more. I've never been a spotlight person. I've always said this for anybody who's ever watched my channel from the beginning, but my goal is to get more behind the camera. I'm not like, you know, I know I'm a big personality. I know there might be tons of people out there, like, and I will always feed the people, you know, that's been there from the beginning, but my goal is to get more behind it than in front of it. And I hope that those people that watch me while I've been in front of it can understand and be inspired and motivated for all these different things I got coming next, to inspire them and motivate them to also understand you ain't gotta be, you know, the circus act. You know, you could be the person that owns the circus. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. There you go, man. Big bars at the end, man. Big facts. So, hey, one more time, you know, I want to appreciate, you know, big appreciation for you guys coming on the show tonight, man, and spending, man, it's been 2 hours. Man, every time, I always say, man, we would just do an hour and a half, because I know I don't want to take too much of your time. But you know, every time, especially when Slim is on, man, we got to go in deep, because there's just so much there. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys coming on today, spending a little over 2 hours with us. I know everybody in the comment section, everybody that's watching is appreciative as well, because there's a lot of gems, a lot of you know what I'm saying, you know, notes that people could have been taking tonight, man, because you guys been dropping it all night. So perfect example of, you know what I'm saying, what real love and what real life and you know what I'm saying, what that looks like on YouTube, because there's a lot of YouTube couples, but again, like you said, like you kind of alluded to in your last video, you know, a lot of the things that they do they do things for YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So you know, like I said, we can see the realness radiate through the screen, through the videos and everything else, where you guys are just doing your thing and you just so happen to be recording it and sharing it with the world. It's a big difference in that. Like you said, you're not necessarily YouTubers, you're just people that are sharing your life with the world. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate that, man. I will say this. We was a little hurt. I'm going to say that real quick, though. We was a little hurt. When I say we, I mean Free Smoke, myself, Garage Driven, Monica Muscle, because y'all came all the way down to Florida and y'all didn't even let us know. And
Damn.
we was hurt. Like I live about an hour from where you guys were at. Garage Gym literally lives 15 minutes from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, we was a little hurt, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? We good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Nah, but but we happy y'all had a great time. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day here in Florida. Anytime y'all come back down to Florida, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to, man, hit us up. We always here. We should be in Vegas and LA by the end of the year, man. So we might hit y'all up while we go out there as well.
We appreciate
y'all. No doubt. Oh, this is another thing though. Jasmine, before Slim's camera dies. What you got? How much you got?
2%.
2%. All right. Before your camera dies, Jasmine, can you please? I don't know if he ever got a PO box yet, but can you please get us an address? We've had something for Slim that we wanted to send out to him since he came on a couple months ago.
We actually got a PO box now. I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay, I appreciate that and then also we're gonna have something else for the both of y'all that's gonna represent both of y'all as well. So we got two things now to send out to y'all from the Free Smoke family. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna send out to y'all as well. Big J on Dirty Shoes in the building. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but that's CJ on 32. That's his guy. You know what I'm saying? It works at Crusader Customs. Real dope dude, man. Real dope individual. But anyway, again, one more time, we appreciate you. I'm going to let it. I know y'all 2%. I'm going to pass it to y'all one more time. Any last words for the people? You know what I'm saying? For the viewers that are watching right now.
And we appreciate you guys riding with us and stay tuned.
Yeah, and listen, my biggest thing would be to anybody out there that want to do what you want to do it. Don't hold no bars. Don't count the cost nor the time. Go after it all and believe in it so much that you want to die by it. Hopefully you don't die, but hey, you got a passion for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to die by it, you got to die by it. That's the only way you're going to be able to get to it, man. So make sure you just get out there and do your part every day and God will do his.
Amen.
Be that lion or be that wild dog. You know what I'm saying? Just go out there and get it.
Go get it, man.
Hey, listen. I'm not even playing when I say I'm a big animal person, man. You ain't got if one day you want to talk animals, you ain't got nobody want to listen to you. Man, just hit me up, man.
I hit your line, brother.
Man, can you believe I just saw Animal Planet, man? This shit crazy. Nah, man. Nah, hey, but one more time though, for real, man, we greatly appreciate you for like I said, sharing a little bit of time with us. We don't take it for granted, like we told you, Slim, last time. We definitely don't take it for granted, man. It's a big blessing, and it's an honor to have people at your caliber, man. And, you know what I'm saying? It's y'all presence, man. And just who you guys are as people. You know what I'm saying? It's a great honor for us to have you here. Sad that my brothers couldn't be here with us today. I'm sure Garage Gym is still watching because he's still over the road. But yo, at the end of the day, man, we greatly appreciate y'all. And you know what I'm saying? We can't love to do it again. I mean, we can't wait to do it again, I should say. You know what I'm saying? We can't wait till all the things that come out on, watching our videos and everything, like I said, taking us on your journey. But like I said, it's just pure laughs every time I watch one of y'all videos, man. So again, big blessings to you guys, man. We hope for the best for you guys. And you know what I'm saying? And like I said, we just hope you know what I'm saying, big blessings for y'all and you know what I'm saying, from here in the future. So I was trying to say, damn, trying to get it out. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody else out there has been tapped in and watched in and watching everything we're doing every step of the way, supporting every step of the way.
Yes, sir. All right, man. But other than that, yo, don't forget, man, every single night, 7 o'clock p.m. I gotta do my promo real quick. Every night, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern, y'all know that videos come out, you know what I'm saying? Automotive news for the culture. Every single night at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Every single Sunday, we go live as well, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern. As a matter of fact, this Sunday, we got BJ on Dirty Shoes in the building. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, he's in the building right now. He will be on this Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Big 32 gang member. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, make sure y'all tap into that. We got a lot more great things coming up for y'all as well. And don't forget, freesmokeofficial.com. Go get your Free Smoke Apparel. Oh, and go get your chapstick from the housewoman as well. I saw that. You know what I'm saying? And that's all. Yes, sir. And that's all we got for y'all today, yo. Bless up to everyone out there. Big time salute and shout out to the Free Smoke Squad. And of course, to the G Squizzle and as well to the G Loves. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got to hear it one time before we leave. You know what I'm saying? What is it?
1, 2, 3. Ain't nothing but G Love, baby.
Salute to y'all, man. Everybody have a great night.
All right, y'all.